Welcome to Two Balls and a Mic. We are here on a wonderful Monday, the 2nd of May, the first episode in May. April was forever ago, like it took a while, but we have made it here. We're going to go ahead and start with San Diego Loyal with our big man, Alan Underwood. They won a big game in Tampa Bay. We're going to go ahead and talk about the 3-2 victory and Nick Moon's goal of the week contender. We're also going to go ahead and move into the San Diego Sockers as they win the first leg of the championship set versus the Florida Tropics. The second game is going to be here in San Diego, May 8th, Mother's Day. Make sure you're there. San Diego Wave won their first ever NWSL game in history. We're going to go ahead and talk about that. Liga MX, La Liguilla is starting, so that's going to be interesting, fun, just like the last four, the semifinals of the Champions League, also in way. In the Premier League, Chelsea sucks. The race for fourth place is getting spicy. And guess what? The NFL draft also happened. DeAndre Hopkins gets suspended.
Yeah.
AJ Brown goes to the Eagles. Does this make any sense to you, Alan? Any of those names ringing a bell?
I heard DeAndre Hopkins, and I was like, isn't that the guy who played Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs? Is that guy?
Hopkins is absolutely same guy. I just got popped for PEDs.
I mean, when you're that old, maybe that's what I was like. Why are we mad that an old guy is using performing enhancing drugs?
Would you? I mean, Alan, it's not like you would, right? They come up to you and they're like, "Hey, you're 65 years old. We have this now new technology. You take some HGH. It's controlled. Your head won't turn huge and stuff. Just won't suffer from gigantism."
That's what I was about to say. Like, no one's mad at Sylvester Stallone, and he clearly has used that stuff. So that's what I was like, that's weird. It's also like, what roles is he preparing for that Anthony Hopkins needs performing enhancing drugs? NFL draft, yeah, I got that one. Chelsea single-handedly saves Everton's season. I think that's a nice one.
Yeah, I like Everton. Everton in the Premier League. They could stay.
Oh, okay. So when Chelsea does that, we praise Chelsea, but Man U does it, and we just clown
you guys absolutely suck.
Whatever.
Man U, the original, not great team. And then the surprising thing is, I looked this up. I didn't realize Arsenal was that close to Chelsea.
Arsenal have been actually killing it. Like, shout out to Presidente Ricardo Campos, who is an Arsenal fan, unfortunately. But fortunately for him, they beat Manchester United. They've beat Chelsea. They've been performing pretty well. Like, this team was supposed to be good because it's a young team. It's coming together. And everybody was just lamenting that Arsene Wenger was no longer there, bring him in. But things seem to be, going all right for the Gunners. So congratulations.
And it was also really nice of Craig Elston to get the Sockers to play and finish before your podcast.
Yes.
Spoilers. I don't want to spoil the results.
No. It's fine. I mean,
but,
Sockers are awesome.
Thank you, Craig, for doing that. I really appreciate that.
Friend of the show, Craig Elston.
Friend of the show, Craig Elston. Yeah. Not only that, just
two-time guest,
big time. Up there on guest appearances.
Mm-hmm.
You're no longer a guest, Alan. You're just part of it. Like, again,
I'm like that guy who won't leave the party. You're like, God damn it.
No, it's
fine. Just want to go to bed, and this guy is still playing Mario Kart at volume 100.
But it's more of wait, this guy's coming? Fuck yeah.
Well, I was thinking more of it's like that. You're staying, but we were the ones to offer, hey, you can stay. But then we kind of were like, okay, well, he's still here playing Mario Kart at volume 100. We love you, Alan. You're the best. We miss you. It's okay. Anyways, so San Diego Loyal is a team here in San Diego, one of the professional soccer teams here in San Diego. If you guys didn't know,
because there's many now.
Because there are many in various leagues and various.
Many means more than two, right?
Yes.
Cool.
So
there's three.
Yes.
4.
Who? Albion.
Yeah.
Sockers, Wave, Loyal.
There's 4 professional soccer teams in San Diego.
And 1 professional indoor lacrosse team. What are they called? The Seals? That's the Seals. Then you have the Gulls.
Yes.
Anyways, talking about leg hockey, we have San Diego Loyal. San Diego Loyal travels all the way to Tampa Bay. So Tampa Bay is pretty far. For those of you who don't know, that is geographically as far as you can fucking get from San Diego.
It's also where Tom Brady lives, if you didn't know.
Absolutely. So
Tom Brady's a quarterback, Alan, in the NFL football.
Yes. Anyway,
he's originally one of the members of the Brady Bunch, right? And then like that was his second career is playing handball.
yeah, it was the one that lived underneath the stairwell. That was never talked about.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it got pretty dark.
Yes.
Did you ever watch the Brady Bunch?
No, I'm just cracking up because you try to mute yourself, but I'm on number 1 apparently.
Oh,
you
boy.
muted me, and we all heard that ice. Yeah,
like that's why I have to piss every other episode halfway through. So San Diego Loyal, as I'm saying, went over to Tampa Bay. They had a really important match against the Rowdies. Rowdies, a pretty good team generally, USL speaking, historically well.
Yep.
Fun fact, the Rowdies
they're
was
very
actually
rowdy?
The Rowdies. I'm not even going to acknowledge that. The Rowdies actually played against the San Diego Sockers back in the day in the couple of championship matches, as the Sockers Twitter mentioned. But they are now playing outdoor and in the USL, historically a good team, in a baseball field that is probably the best baseball field converted into a soccer stadium, from what I've heard.
Nice. Pretty nice.
But they travel and get themselves a good victory. Alan,
Yes.
what was your prediction for that?
I think 2-1.
2-1 victory.
Yeah.
You had a 3-1 victory.
3-1.
I said a tie.
Me and Alan were right. You were wrong.
mean, we were the three of us were pretty close.
I went back to look at the podcast and I specifically said I can see Loyal scoring 2, maybe 3 late into the game.
Yeah, see, I said 2. I said 2 for Tampa Bay. So Alan got a victory. I mean, I think we're all winners here, right? So San Diego Loyal do win that match, but some players were rested because they did have a 10-day break, I believe, in between, getting interviewed by Stone Brewery and taking our questions of, is wrestling real? Do you like wrestling? And just running with that. Thank you for that.
Wow.
Not bitter at all. Like their beer. Treat Calafino tequila, guys.
Put a little salt on that tequila.
Absolutely.
Somebody's salty over here.
So we got the lineup right here. Starting 11, Coque Vegas, Elijah Martin, Kyle Adams, Boxall in the middle, Stoneman out with the red card, Metcalf, Charlie Adams coming back, Colin Martin, Moon, Gita, Moshabani, and Conway.
Still a solid lineup.
I think so.
It's not the best lineup, but it's still a very solid lineup.
Yeah, it was nice to see Captain Charlie Adams back out there. Although for not the full 90, I think that was probably planned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I'm not sure Charlie's going to want to go full out. So you got a nice, where am I finding a substitute? There he goes. Yeah, a nice 30-minute or 60-minute run out, subbed out with Elijah Martin as well, who I know he's been taking some shots lately on the pitch as well, but it was nice to see a really strong lineup. Obviously Stoney would have been nice in there as well, but Martin and Adams controlling that midfield, I think we see why those two work really well together in this match.
Left to right.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't see Kyle Vasil starting. Amang still out injured. So maybe those are two strikers that you want to see on top together, how they were playing with the 4-4-2. Nonetheless, it's great to see Metcalf playing the full 90 again. Tumi Moshabani getting an assist, I believe, that with the last goal. So Nick Moon just scoring a beautiful banger goal. Like, it's nominated for Team of the Week, Goal of the Week, right?
Yeah, I'm going to pause it there just because I'm going to look for the longer version of it, which actually speaks to why it's such a really good goal. Alan, we've seen Nick Moon in person do exactly what he did in this setting. He has a one-on-one. He drives down the lane and takes out a defender or two. Usually he looks back to go for somebody. Doesn't usually take that shot. Here he gets the space, runs into that space, takes a shot. The ball goes in. What did you think of this, Nick Moon play?
Yeah, usually we see him try to beat the guy on the outside and cut across the middle, which is what you pointed out, right? We usually see him. He is a very good one-on-one offensive player, and I think Nate Miller has talked about this. Maybe not the most solidity on the defensive end. I think Tampa Bay had some success on the wings, but this is why you brought Nick Moon in, and is a direct improvement over Miguel Ibarra. Now, Miguel Ibarra did win Team of the Week honors in League One this past week with Charlotte, so it wasn't like a huge upgrade. Like Miguel Ibarra was a solid player. But this is why you bring Nick Moon in, because he is a game changer on his own, and you want someone who the defense, especially Tampa Bay, who plays kind of a 3 at the back, is if you want to pull some defenders out of position, you need a guy like Nick Moon who can really take advantage. And then once you beat that guy, now you're kind of one-on-one in on the keeper. When if you have 4 at the back, maybe you have a little bit of center back help. But the crazy part is Elijah Martin gets an assist on this goal, which is the best part.
Congratulations on his 100th appearance in the USL. So, a good achievement for that. Been very solid. So, yeah, this is why exactly, Alan, why I wanted to find this version, because it shows that, right? So you see the Elijah Martin pass and the entirety of the play, right? So, it's a back pass. You see Elijah looking up and sees Nick Moon make those runs. Great control with the shoulder, with the right shoulder, places it perfectly at his feet. This is the move that we always see. Typically, he lays it off, but there he sees the shot, takes it, and the ball goes in on a beautiful curler. It's a total package, the San Diego Loyal team, because
it's one of those plays where Pedro Bermudez would go, tuya, mía, tenla, acaríciala, bésala.
You needed that, instead of what we actually got. I was actually thinking about that. Like we should redo the commentary for some of these goals, because some of these goals are great. The commentary was all right for this one, but some of these commentary.
You checked out 2 balls into my commentary on UPSL. You know what we're talking about.
It's all good, but you can also check Inter live at Mission Bay High School as they face their.
And you can probably still hear the commentary if you sit by.
Yeah, definitely. Again, this is up to where you see Nick Moon usually. And he does this move. He'll put his head up, and somebody will be there. Either Guido, maybe Vassell try to play a 1-2 amongst with a cutting run, but there's so much space at this point in this frame. There's nobody around him.
He knew what he was going to do ever since he la bajó de pechito, like he brought it down with his chest.
Now
saw all that space. He knew what he was going to do.
Can anybody explain this celebration to me?
We're gonna have
maybe it's like fireworks. I don't know.
Gonna have to ask him. If
there's training, if we have
maybe like an anime thing. I don't know.
If training availability doesn't get canceled.
If we're allowed at the training facilities, we've been trying to get some content for you guys, and
it's not like we're not trying.
Possible. We're trying, guys. I'm sorry, Alan. I know you've been just counting on our content and interviews and on the pitch analysis on the training ground, but it'll get there. 1,000 apologies, but no, great goal.
So everything's going and dandy,
fantastic.
But then,
but
3 minutes later, I believe, right?
Yeah, so I was at Costco when this was happening.
Oh.
I had just got my membership card, and I cheered in front of the guy when Nick Moon scored.
He's like, "Wow, he really loves Costco."
And he was like, "I have never met someone so happy to get a Costco card." He didn't really say that, but he looked at me like, "I was like, yes."
So
did he think it was going to get declined?
No, the people that do that is people that get the membership in TJ and then it still works in the US. They're like, "Yes."
Do you know that, Alan?
Yeah, I don't.
If you go get a membership in Mexico for like literally a fourth of the price in Costco, you can use it here year long.
Interesting.
Just if you guys didn't know that out there, just know that is available to you, and you can use it vice versa. If you're in Mexico for whatever reason, you can use your American Costco card over there. So fun.
But by the time I got out to my car and I got settled in, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, and fuck indeed, because San Diego Loyal, as San Diego Loyal typically does, right? Sometimes they just let the foot off the pedal, off the gas. They have a mental.
It's funny because
break
at this time we were doing the Inter game, and we're doing the content. I was like, "Oh, Loyal scored Nick Moon." We're like, "Great,
sweet."
And then 2 minutes later, I'm like, "Oh, never mind." Sorry.
Yeah. You see, obviously, it's still a good play. You wouldn't want to take away from the play itself, but then you see
good finish.
Coque Vegas just get assaulted in his own small box because there was nobody there at that point to close in. I think it was Kyle Adams who just didn't close in whatsoever. Was I not showing that?
Yeah, I think Metcalf tries to last ditch tackle, misses the guy, and now you have a mismatch.
And right there.
Yeah, Like if he gets that ball, like great. But now it's a 2-on-1, and it's almost like in hockey you're supposed to eliminate the pass, right? Like that's what you're taught in a 2-on-1 is to eliminate the pass so the goalkeeper can come out and cut down the angle.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure Adams quite does that, which I think makes Koke have to sit back a little bit further. And then, to be fair, like this is a great shot. Like he puts this exactly where he needs to put it. Like so, Koke has no shot. Like this is upper corner. Like that's a great goal. Like,
I think with this one is in what you call it, leg hockey. Is that what you called it?
Yes.
Leg hockey.
Yes.
I think Adams right here.
Stickless lacrosse.
The way the striker or the attacking player, I don't know if he's a striker, but the way he was about to shoot, it looks like he was gonna cross the shot, and the way he's standing is like, I think this shot's coming straight at me. I think I'm fine. This guy moves his body in a weird angle where he's just able to kind of do it with the inside of his foot, right on the first post, kind of, and in a way, I feel like it was just very genius from Bayfront Health.
From Bayfront
Health.
That is not
what a
player's
great
name.
player's name, man. I know, but
yeah. I mean,
it was just right
this
there.
is
I had to
this
read
is the
it.
talent that Tampa Bay has. Lacava is like a known goal scorer. Like, I'm not going to be mad necessarily about that goal. I do think Adams tries to eliminate the pass because I mean, if the guy chips the defender, it's basically an open goal, right? Yeah. So at least in this instance, you're going to have to make the guy beat your goaltender, and he beats him. Like a great shot, like tip of the cap.
Yep.
Great job, Lacava. It's 1-1. Everything's fine. You're still even. You came into the the game started at a draw. You're back to a draw. It's not. I mean, it's not great because you had the lead, but like if you go into Tampa Bay, like you expect to get a clean sheet, I think you're like.
Yeah, no, it's just not going to happen, right? Like,
it's
like going to watch
not the clean sheet type of club.
Yeah, watching a Loyal game and not expecting Stone to get carded, red or yellow. I guess this season. But
Miami did it, but like every other game Tampa Bay's played in, even against Orlando City, like they scored a goal. Like it's going to be tough to keep this team off, especially the way San Diego's playing. They're like leaking goals. So.
And then, as you're saying, it's not as bad. It's a 1-1 tie.
Whipped in, falls inside the box. It's in the net. Goal, Tampa Bay.
Man, it's just very poor defending. Like, clear the freaking ball, guys. Clear it. Sakala. Yeah.
Like, deuce anything other than whatever it is that you
I can
did,
picture
right?
Koke just yelling, Huélala, sácala, despéjala.
I mean, this is what you want with the cross, essentially. Create chaos in the box and blah, blah, blah. Like, chaos was created. Chaos was created in a sense, but you created your own chaos. Like, it was the players.
So in soccer, there's always going to be that chaos in the box, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things Loyal struggles so much in. Getting the foot right on that chaos. Get someone managing to step in and just clearing it out.
Yeah.
They've gotten scored many times like that.
Yeah, exactly. And is that a weakness, right? Like, it just like
it's just something you're not gonna practice because it's not supposed to happen, but it happens, and it happens to them so much.
But when it starts happening regularly, I think it's a pattern.
I don't want to say so much. Let me it's happened a good 3 times.
I can 3 times in the Louisville game. Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
definitely. Like. You know that to be true, Alan. That little laugh. You're free here, Alan. You're free. You're free to laugh. They won't come for you. We'll protect you anyway. But no, I mean, if it does happen often enough, then how often is too often? Are you willing to, like you say, they're leaking goals? Just like you don't expect to get off clean against Tampa. You expect Loyal to get scored on. Like,
but imagine having
Soapy Joe chose the wrong year to not have the promotion. They would have saved themselves a lot of money.
I mean, I think last year was still pretty fair. I think we got three, four.
It was fine, but yeah.
But imagine being a player and you go into training and they're like, all right, guys, this is what we're gonna practice today. Just chaos in the box.
I don't want to say who, but I've seen rondos and trainings where it's like, what? How is this? Is this a wax on, wax off thing? Like, are Are you really gonna just learn
That's so
soccer by this, arbitrary type of mental jujitsu? What you're trying to do
Sometimes
with
it
the legs
helps.
and like. But yeah, I mean,
not
there's a way to
to
try to
be-
recreate.
To be
this.
fair, like, the coaching staff got the players to be in the right position, right? If you look at like right before the ball is in, like right there, like how else would you want this defended? Like it's a pretty well defended corner. It's just that the players didn't execute, and I don't think you can.
The
you can
players
really,
are defending each other is the problem. Like,
right.
That's the thing. Like you're doing a great job at covering yourself and your
three
team.
guys lined up just kind of explains it all right there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. One
you got
of
the
you.
two guys. You got the two guys on the guy who goes for the ball, and then I'm guessing that's Martin marking the guy. So the third guy is marking the guy next to him. Elijah Martin's got Guinzotti, the goal scorer. And then Adams is marking his guy. Like everyone's kind of marked and where they're supposed to go. In a normal situation, this hits a lower limb, preferably, of Boxall or Nick Moon. But I think the problem is the Tampa Bay guy gets screens enough that Nick and Nick
Nick and Nick.
isn't that like a
Was it a Nick show? Yeah.
No, it's Nick and Knight.
yes. Nick
No,
and Nick?
Nick at night.
Nick and Knight.
But it kind of goes between Nick Moon's legs, like almost like he's boxing Boxall out. Jesus, I'm terrible at this tonight. And it goes between his legs. Like
Hackafino, Calafino.
Yeah. Not a dummy as a Nick Moon's a dummy. I mean, like as an offensive player, letting the ball go between your legs.
The technique
And then
of the
poor-
dummy.
And then poor Kyle Adams, it just hits his chest, like, and he's like, oh. And then it goes to Guinzotti. Now Guinzotti hasn't scored all year, but he scored 22 last year. Like, this is a goal scorer.
Yeah.
And
Go back to that frame if you can. I want to point something out right now.
Right there.
Go ahead, Alan.
he puts himself in the right position. He's right in front of goal. It's almost, this is like hockey again, foot hockey, where he's screening the goalkeeper. And so, like, by the time Koke even sees the ball get shot, it's already in. But yeah, like right there, it's screen, bounces up. It happens to catch Adams perfectly and slows it down enough. And it's like, how do you coach against that? Like,
You know what also annoys me about this though?
What?
Go back a little bit. Look where everyone is standing, right? What is something we've talked about in set pieces that pisses us off so much that
With
they always
Mexico?
get scored on?
With
No,
Mexico or
with
just
Loyal.
Oh.
Look outside. Two players that are not even marked. That ball rebounded there before, and they allow that shot, and it's happened so many times.
Yeah.
And it clearly has not been fixed. Yes, I get the balls. The cross is being a little low.
There
in
is
the
an
lower
extra
box,
man in the box.
but
I'll
there's
give
no
you
need
that.
for that. Who is
Maybe
Toomey?
Toomey?
Who is Toomey marking there? There's no one there.
Yeah.
I get it. You may be fast enough to cover someone, but what about the guy back there? It's happened so often.
This goal reminds me.
I think
Yeah.
I think Toomey is marking the guy right at the top of the half moon,
Mhm.
Tony.
At the
The D.
big D, capital
So
D.
he can't go. They can't go short to him.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yeah.
what I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could see that. There's still one too many people from Loyal in that box to not have touched
and that's
it
probably the
before it
reason,
got
the
to
reason
Kyle
why
Adams.
that goal even happened.
And this goal really reminds me of actually Stoneman's goal against Roots.
Yeah.
Like it was pretty much very similar. Like in the way that it's like, okay, that kind of went in. That happened. Like, okay, well, we'll take it. And unfortunately, it went the other way for this one. But again, another like, oh no, is this Loyal is this Loyal of old? Is this the Loyal of the last 2 years where they're gonna go down and
But we had the miracle in Tampa.
the miracle Tampa? Well, hold on.
Yeah, because this is like the Lou City match, right? You do a really nice job in the first half. You score once, yeah, you give up a goal. You probably don't want to give up that goal. Like that's the goal you probably should have stopped of the two. Like probably like an open play. It's not a set piece that has some freaky thing happen. But you're about to go into halftime at 1-1 on the road against a quality opponent. Like I was like content with that, right? Like Loyal playing well enough
Mm-hmm.
that going into halftime 1-1, and now it's just a 45-minute foot hockey match as opposed to, but you let in that late goal and you're like, oh, great. Are we going to be able to bounce back and really play well after that, in the second half? Or are we going to do a loose city where we kind of fall apart?
And then, obviously, I don't know if this was pre-planned. I don't know what the strategy was that we were saying with Charlie Adams playing only 60 minutes and then planning on Vassell coming in at that mind. But this guy was the guy, as Ricardo here in the comments says. What a comeback. Vassell was the game changer.
We've heard Landon talk about it before, right? Where Kyle Vassell, during the game, the first couple games that he wasn't scoring, he just kind of tires the defense out.
Yeah.
Conway can do that also with the speed, or Nick Moon can do that with the speed as well. And then you put in Kyle Vassell to just kind of destroy the defense once they're a little tired.
When your substitution gets included in the highlight reel, I think you had a pretty good game. Like, you coming on the pitch is like, oh, this happened, but then this happened. You came on.
Like, that's a highlight?
Yeah, like that being a highlight, right? Like, I take that as a high compliment,
you're a big
right?
fucking deal if that happens.
Well, and this play that he scores on isn't the first time that he pulled this move in the game. I thought there was one earlier where he probably, he got called for a foul. It was borderline shoulder to shoulder, but Tampa Bay was on fumes at this point, and Kyle Vassell is just running them over, just bullying them.
Sit the fuck down, little kid. That's exactly what he said. I can picture him just, sit the fuck down, little kid. Goes in, gives the tap into Blakey.
It was a good reality check for me seeing him go up against MLS defenders. And the size and power that the defender for LA Galaxy had was impressive, especially seeing how Kyle plays and what his style is. I do not want to say he looks small, but it's like, okay, these dudes are a different type of a breed,
Oh, yeah.
But put Kyle Vassell in the USL, and he's going to do exactly what he did, and we've been seeing him do it, and he's been called for that, as you mentioned. That Carl. Who's Carl? Alan. You do look like a Carl, kind of. Sorry, Alan.
Carl.
I don't even know what that means.
Do you have a middle name?
Do you have a middle name?
I do, but it's not Carl.
What letter does it start with?
What is it?
D. Which, if
Alan.
Loyal wants to compete in this league, they're gonna need to tighten it up, as in D.
No. We'll talk about Loyal right now. D. David?
No, but that is my grandpa and one of my uncle's names.
If you have a guess of what Alan's middle name is, drop it in the comments. Yeah.
We'll find out at the end of Two Balls Underwood.
Oh, Alan Dignity Health Spark.
I was about to say this Bayfront guy is really popular in the stadium.
The main sponsor.
Yes,
but
my middle name is up for sponsorship if anyone wants to sponsor it.
Name me. As not Carl, Mr. Allen has pointed out, yes, he
Mr. Allen D. Underwood.
Allen. If your middle name is D's Nuts.
Oh my God.
Oh man, I'm pretty sure you've had your handful of middle schoolers go that way. Obviously.
That was
they usually stick to the last name. It's a little bit easier, like underwear. Like it's right there. Like it's low hanging fruit for them. They're not really creative when it comes to the teasing nicknames at middle school.
Well, if you're in a Mexican household,
it's usually
Mexican
the teachers
family
who
clowns on you first.
Just put some characters build some character into the kids.
All right, but Kyle Vassell comes in and just says, "Sit the fuck down, little boy," and gives Blakey the assist. And now it's all tied up with about 15 minutes to go.
And it's a clean challenge. Just muscling the defender off. Just like you're saying, just peeling him off of him, and then boom, Jack Blake.
And a great pass, like the vision to get that ball instead of like banging it in for like a cross across the face of goal, which is probably going to be cleared away. Like he took the time to be like, these guys are overcommitting. Jack Blake is setting up top, like, tasty.
Yeah, I mean, eliminating 3 players with one run, right? Like obviously the guy you muscled off, 2 players stepping up to try to defend this. And then clearly just seeing, Blakey in that right spot. And then Blakey, crossbody shot, not easy. Also has to get the ball through 1, 2, 3, that's including the goalkeeper, a defender behind him, and just to be able to get that across the body is
And then he doesn't
impressive.
celebrate.
And then he doesn't celebrate.
Amazing.
Yeah, which is fair, and fine. But
What's nice about that too is there's a front post run and a back post run, all that also pull their defenders away or toward them, right? So you had the 2 defenders coming out toward Kyle because he's a dangerous player and he's the striker.
Mhm.
Ding ding ding. And then you had, I think, Toomey doing the near post run, and I think maybe Conway doing the far post run. And that way those defenders aren't stepping up to Blake when Blake pulls back, right? Like, so you had the near post run and the far post run, and those defenders have to go with those guys. Otherwise, Kyle Vassell puts it to them, right? And so it's just a really well-worked goal and really smart play by Kyle and Jack, but also really heads-up play by the strikers to run toward near post and far post, right? So now you have 4 defenders in the box, which is slightly unusual for Tampa Bay. But then you kind of triangle your way around this. And then the classic, this is my favorite thing, ready? The classic, the ball goes in, and then the defender raises his hand as if someone was in an offside position. Wait for it. And there it is. Was he offside?
It's
No,
a natural
he didn't even
instinct as
touch-
a center back.
didn't
You
even
get
touch the
scored
ball.
on, you're like, hey,
That was up-
something.
Oh,
It's everybody's fault but ours.
Yeah, exactly. But then, okay, are you guys fans of not celebrating if you score against your previous team? Keep in mind, he hadn't played in Tampa Bay since 2018. It's been almost 4 years.
I would see it. I could see it over there.
Let us know in the chat. Are you guys in favor of that? Are you guys more of
summoning the chat once again?
I don't care. By the way, is it Douglas?
Yes.
It
It's
is.
the ding, ding, ding. Yeah.
Yeah, so he dinged.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I think it depends. Like, if it's a quality organization that you just moved on from, and like Jack Blake goes and then wins the USL Cup. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, and with the speed turned down for the defenders just slightly, only to like 48, just so you can remember. But anyway, I think if it's a quality organization, you leave on good terms. Like, sure, if they're as a sign of respect. Like, I think if you were like there for 6 minutes and you're gone, no. I think if things are not amicable, celebrate your heart out. But I think maybe there's some love there between Jack Blake and Tampa Bay, and he was just like, look, I'm not here to rub it in your face. Your quality team. We just tied it. This wasn't like a goal, like a game-winning goal. Like, this was like to make it even. I don't know. Like,
I can see that.
I respect Jack Blake enough. If he doesn't want to celebrate, then he doesn't have to celebrate.
Yeah,
I'm not the
I agree.
celebration police. I'm not the guy. Oh, you only beat us in a regular season game. Why are you celebrating? Like, celebrate. Have a good time. It's a sport. It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah,
If
no,
you win
I
a
was
big
just
game,
curious to see what you guys thought
dance your
about
heart
that.
out.
I like the whole respect thing about your previous clubs and not celebrating. It's cool unless you end in bad terms, and then it's a more of a they screwed you over, and then you're like, chinga tu madre.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, and then there's levels to it, right? Like, there's I really enjoyed this organization, or Frank Lampard scores against every single Premier League side he's ever faced, including then Chelsea, after being loaned out after having an illustrious career at Chelsea,
and then beats him as a manager for a team that's about to relegate. Awesome possum.
Chelsea deserve that. Thank you, Frankie Lampard, base Lampard.
All right, but then 3 minutes left into this game.
Good
You
pass.
have Evan Conway just doing Evan Conway stuff, right? Like we talk about, if a bit of business that was fantastic for the club in Thomas Amang, being able to get Evan Conway has been an absolute blessing for this club, because he's been the guy. He's been the guy, and even if he's not necessarily the biggest big time Rush fan, that's fine. He's scoring now in my mind. I'm just like, boyfriend.
I've never heard.
You never heard that song?
I've
Big
never
Time
heard
Rush?
Big Time Rush.
Wow, you've never heard of Big Time Rush?
I've
song?
heard of Big Time Rush.
You never heard their music?
I'm more of a Jonas Brother fan.
Of course. One Direction, Jonas Brothers.
Jonas Brothers. Love Bug was a really good song.
Oh my gosh.
Alan, do you have thoughts on the Jonas Brothers as a music instructor? Do you teach the ways of the High School Musicals and stuff? Is that the brand of music you're teaching the
you have
younglings?
to teach your kids the classics, right?
The classic.
Get your head in the game.
Oh boy.
Oof, man.
This is why we were the best soccer
Troy
podcast in
Bolton,
San Diego.
maybe.
This is the best soccer podcast in San
I
Diego.
do tell my kids we were all in this together quite frequently.
No, I like from High School Musical 3. The boys are back.
Wait, you made it to High School Musical 3?
Of course, you didn't.
No, I didn't make
No.
it through. I didn't make it through 1.
Wow.
I mean, I think I told you a story. Like, I was in a middle school production of High School Musical Junior. Like, the middle school I teach at, the drama teacher was like, "Hey, there's a couple adult roles. I think it'd be really fun if you played Coach Bolton."
You played Coach Bolton.
So I have a Bayern Munich jacket, not because I'm a Bayern Munich fan. I just like the city of Munich, and so it had like the Adidas München,
Yes.
and I was like, I kind of want that jacket. I know it's a Bayern Munich jacket, but I don't care. I just like the city of Munich, and so I have this like red Adidas track jacket. I have red Adidas pants.
It's a Wildcat jacket for all we know.
Because High School Musical, they wear red, right?
The
And
Wildcats.
So I also, what's that?
They're the Wildcats.
Yes. And then I also threw in a dig at the other middle school that feeds into the high school that we feed into, as like a dig at like how poorly they were practicing. Like, this isn't Gardner Middle School, guys. This is Vale Ranch. Get your head in the game.
You want to know something, Alan? I actually knew that, and I went back and got a picture of this.
Yep.
All right, let's see it.
Look at Douglas.
Yep. That's pretty much it. Yep.
I'm so sorry. I'm such an asshole. This man
that's
comes
pretty good.
on for a soccer podcast.
That's about it.
Respectable, just
Well, I was gonna say, I was thinking, I was like, it's either going to actually be a picture of me that he somehow found, because Tony, you're great at finding
He really
random things
is.
on the internet,
He really is.
or
No,
he's
you
gonna
deleted
find
your Instagram, so.
he's gonna find somebody. He's gonna find the coach from Glee, and
Glee. Were you a fan of Glee? I mean, I know we're
I
derailed
was
from Loyal,
not a
but-
huge fan of Glee.
Okay.
No,
You
because
like
it was
mu-
disrespectful to the rehearsal process. Like, you really think high school
Yes.
kids show up and they can like
They're-
sing a song
yes,
perfectly with the band playing? And I was like, no,
100%.
that
Well, they
takes
could in High
hours
School
and
Musical.
hours of practice.
I could in High School Musical. What about other musicals? Last question. You're a fan of musicals? What's your favorite musical?
I do enjoy musicals.
What's your favorite musical?
Ooh.
And why is it Les Mis?
Oof. So my favorite musical is very controversial. They're actually re-editing it from what I hear. It's called Thoroughly Modern Millie.
Okay.
Wow.
It's a musical that kind of makes fun of musicals, but it's also got some pretty problematic representation of some Asian characters that I think they're
Oh.
retooling.
Okay.
But I do love Thoroughly Modern Millie. It has some like old school musical, like Pirates of Penzance call outs in it. Yeah. Also, Legally Blonde. Legally Blonde is actually a
Absolutely.
really good musical.
It really is.
You're in town. There's one with puppets that is hilarious. I think it's called Avenue Q. It's a musical with puppets. Also, quality musical. I do want to see Book of Mormon really bad.
Yes.
So I can't comment on that one yet.
Mamma
Nice.
Mia.
Do you like musicals?
I love musicals.
Really?
But I also love the corny musicals, like Chicago. Richard Gere. Renee Zellweger. All right.
So my favorite musical is fairly like new and it's pretty recent. And
Encanto.
no, The Greatest Showman.
Ah, okay.
Really good movie.
No, what's his face is super talented.
Yep.
Super talented. Anyway,
Back to soccer.
Evan Conway is
Evan
such a
Conway.
You see, this is what Evan Conway gets for being a
he's-
big time Rush fan.
He's just such a magical
see?
person. Like he's
Thi-
just doing
all
great
this
things.
had to do with
Absolutely.
Loyal and Evan Conway
Bringing it
being a
back.
big time Rush fan, guys.
Yeah,
so.
this goal gave me a big time something. I'll tell you guys that.
Big
so,
time heart attack.
So Evan Conway slots it in after a good pass, and in the 87th minute, this is something that San Diego Loyal of the
Another
past,
goal by Bayfront Health. Wow.
wow, just
Scored 5 goals.
That's so stupid. But no, so Evan Conway bagging himself another goal, and this is the difference. Once again, we talk about the difference of San Diego Loyal before, San Diego Loyal this year. This is another example of what the difference is fundamentally, is they get stuff done late in games. They might be down, but they're not out. They were down in 2-1, and I was prepared to say, like, all right, like this is not heading in the direction that I think it's going to be salvageable at this point. Maybe a tie, but a comeback.
It's very nice of San Diego Loyal to give their fans something they're not used to, and instead of giving up a win at the end, they get the win at the end. So very nice of them to do that. A great win overall. A very tough matchup like we all predicted.
Yeah.
And 3 points away, it's always great, right, Alan?
Oh, brilliant. Now, as a goalkeeper, Tony, as a soon-to-be professional goalkeeper,
Araz
Arena, is he supposed to get, like, he's supposed to save that, right? Like, I know it's a low shot, and that's hard to get down sometimes.
Yes, Tony, tell us.
I've even seen Pickford make saves on a shot like that.
Dude, you got to cover your first post, right, Tony?
So actually, I was asked by this person across from me, Chiva Villaseñor, hello, to be a emergency goalkeeper for his Sunday night league on a Friday.
The three guys that I asked before I asked this guy all said no.
All three guys. And I'm retired, Alan. Like, this body can only there's a finite amount of mileage left, and I'm going to save him for the San Diego Soccer's matches. I was called out by El Champs, our boy,
yeah.
Mr. Garcia from Three Punk Sale on the podcast with Chavos de Loyal.
Oh, Sam's in the chat too, so he knows about this.
He knows about it, and talking shit about, like, if I would have played, I would have scored past and blah, blah, blah.
But you weren't there, Champs.
Yeah, exactly.
You weren't there, bro.
You canceled. I hope everything was okay and nothing emergency happened.
One less player.
But it sounds like you heard it I was playing and that you withdrew that game, and smartly of you, very smartly withdrew from that match. See you next year. Or see you when you have us on the pod eventually. Anyway, so
we lost that game.
We lost that game because I
2-0.
2-0. 2
we
goals.
We didn't have any subs.
Near post. And
Tony was tired.
I was tired, but I was mad more than anything because you are right, Alan. You always cover your first post. I was not warmed up. I was not anything. I was not ready to go. But this guy has had a whole game, right? Like, it wasn't necessarily the toughest of matches for him. You know, you're not physically spent if you're an elite athlete at this point, but I was. But look at how much space there is on that near post for him, right? Like, there's no other option for him, Evan Conway, to relay it into the middle. There's one San Diego Loyal player amongst six Tampa Bay Rowdies. Like, you should be aware that there's nobody coming in. Even if there was, I think you should be well protected. This space here is just incredible. The fact that he slotted through that small window of
that was kind of like one of the goals they scored on you.
That was exactly like it.
The second one.
And I think if you, like, right here, like right before he gets shot, right? So Evan Conway comes through. He's covering his post right. The shot comes down. It's not a very powerful shot at all whatsoever.
No, he lost his balance.
But the ball rolls in a way that he doesn't know if he's going to use his foot or his hand. That split-second decision is what costs him. Eventually says the hand. By the time the hand gets there, it's too weak for him to parry it outside. It goes underneath and bounces and rolls right through. So
I also think he slightly mistimes his jump too. Like, if you look, he's like, he tries to time his jump so it's when he shoots the ball, but he's in the air when Conway shoots. Yeah. So he doesn't even get his foot. He doesn't even get, see how he steps after the ball shot?
Yeah.
I don't think he was set. And then he was like, oh, poo.
And
it was like a low, maybe he's expecting him to go high and it's a low shot. And
and that's also a factor because you have to be ready for all, options. So you're going to cross it. Is he going to shoot it up? Is he going to shoot it down? But you just kind of get frozen in that state of, like, what am I going to do? And it's a split-second reaction.
And I think it looks a little awkward because I think he felt the pressure from the defender. He knew he was about to slide, so he kind of had to get that shot off on time, and it looked a little awkward and ended up working out. It caught the goalkeeper off guard, missed the shot, and gave San Diego Loyal a well-needed win. So,
Chiva, I just want to both of the wrap-ups for this game you've done one, then I was like, hey, by the way, I have a question, and then you wrapped it up again. Both of them were like distinctly different, but also both excellent. So thank you.
Let me
No,
tell you.
let's keep talking
Let me
about it.
tell you. Let me tell you.
I got a
Alan,
third one. It's gonna be better.
I've been told since this podcast started to get rid of him, and that's very real. Like, and this is Steven Chiva at some point was like, get rid of me because I'm gonna die on.
I never said
on
that.
screen
I
because of my condition.
Said that.
And he turned his life around, and the quality of life has gone up. Sure, that's secondary, but the quality of the podcasting has gone through the roof.
Screw your health. The podcast got better.
Sure, like it's fine.
He's like San Diego Loyal. Like he started out pretty well, and then it was like a little bit of lull, and then he's just been like consistently getting stronger and stronger each episode.
No. It was like 1904. Started off very shitty. Almost died.
And now you're
1904. You would, if it was 1904, you would have started a podcast. Thought you were on a network. That network folds. You try to get on a second network, but that network doesn't want you. And then the third network.
It's a completely different show.
Nobody
I'm
cares
1904. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Is I'm 1904, and this is my 14th attempt to talk about. Ooh.
We need a 2-balls and an Emo Brown Barcata match at Chicano Park. All right. Well,
to be fair, wouldn't that be like 2v1? Wouldn't that like?
Yeah, I mean that's fine. Like they can.
No,
they can bring
2
their
balls
friends.
brings their own team, and he brings his own team.
He brings his squad. He brings his sad Mexicans. But I mean, I'm down for that. Again, very reminiscent of
sad Mexicans. I just got it.
This is stupid.
Oh man, we need to bring other balls. Then.
Yeah, I mean it's fine, but no, I mean it's very true. So thank you for pointing that out, Alan. It's very real. Like you've gotten better, boy. And
Oh, thank you.
it's only up from here, guys.
The amount of bash I get from Tony off screen pushes me to get better.
Yeah, no, it's. I'm very fortunate that I am HR. So otherwise, there would be conflicts.
Mm-hmm.
But no, definitely a good game overall because 10 days not playing after getting booted out of the Open Cup, after all the miles traveled, all the games played in so very little days, 32 days, 9 matches. They needed this victory, and then they're still not home because they have to stop over in New Mexico for a match. Oh, not for vacation, guys. It's still the middle of the season. They do play against New Mexico in what should be a grudge match in a sense, because they were the ones that started the decline of San Diego Loyal last year. I would say that the last 2-3 minutes of the New Mexico match at home, it wasn't like a spectacular loss, but it's just a punch in the gut that just retired Corey Herzog apparently and just suddenly reappeared through a wormhole. Now
we're
it's
gonna see him back at Torero.
Hartford. It's wild happenings. And
By the way,
I blame New Mexico for that.
Yeah.
Chris Walker, you guys, shout out to the Black Diamonds and shout out to everybody in New Mexico. Fantastic people. But Alan, tell us about this New Mexico squad. The people need to know what San Diego Loyal are gonna come up against coming back from Florida after a big win.
Yeah, New Mexico is they have a new coach this year, although I think it was just a promotion from within, if my memory serves me correct. New Mexico is kind of not having the greatest of years so far. 6 games played, 2-2-2, 7 goals scored, 6 goals against. So for them, a pretty decent defense. 1 goal per game is a little bit unusual for them. Usually they are on the more offensive side and less on the defensive side. But they've been kind of hanging around. They are on a 3-game losing streak. They played Phoenix Rising to a 1-0 loss, and then lost to Phoenix Rising in the Open Cup 2-1, and then played San Antonio to a 1-0 loss at home. They started out all right in the season, 2 wins, then 2 draws. So like, all right, New Mexico, we see you, beat Las Vegas, beat El Paso, which at the time seemed pretty impressive. because El Paso was, a good quality team.
Yeah.
Now we know that they had some early season struggles and are continuing to struggle. Drew Orange County, drew Oakland. So it's going to be New Mexico's a decently tough place to play because there's quite a big crowd that comes out.
Yeah, as we saw, they had a
but-
good away supporter base, so can't imagine when it's at home.
And I don't mean to talk smack about New Mexico, but they don't have tons of like high level professional sports. So it's not super surprising.
I think that's fair to say. Yeah.
It's not super surprising.
No, you can talk shit here.
The only professional sport they have is meth. That's it.
From what I've seen
New
on the
Mexico?
news, I would have to agree. Now that Heisenberg has gone away, though,
Yeah.
I think maybe they're making a turnaround. They've managed to win the possession battle for most of their matches. So this should be a pretty fun one to watch. Although it's hard to tell against Phoenix because I'm not sure who Phoenix is right now.
Yeah.
They're a quality team. Don't get me wrong. They're going to end up at the top of the West eventually. I think top 3, top 4, they'll get a home playoff game. But for them to kind of dominate possession against Phoenix is interesting. They're going to be tough to play on the road. They have Kalen Ryden, which San Diego fans would remember again as the guy who they were going to sign. But he ended up in New Mexico. They have Justin Portillo. Nope, I'm on the wrong. Yep, I'm on the right one. Justin Portillo as a midfielder, a pretty quality midfielder. They have Nico Brett, who's another name in Jamaican national. Last year, he scored 18 goals, averaged about a goal every other game. So they have some talent on their roster. I think when they signed Nico Brett, they were hoping that would kind of launch their team to newer heights. They're always kind of hanging around playoff line, but not really a favorite, if that makes sense. They finished out of the playoffs last year by a point behind Rio Grande Valley. They're a pretty good team, especially at home. They were 9-6-1 last year, only lost once at home. So it's going to be a tough match. They have some talent, but I think San Diego, if they play their game, I think can play really well against New Mexico. We saw that a little bit last year when they gave up that last, dying effort, possibly offsides goal. But they have names and they have talent. And so you're going to see a tough team to beat. They like to score goals, at least they have in the past. So we'll have to see. Let's see how they played. Christian Nava is another guy. And Chris Wehan. We've seen Chris Wehan,
yes.
although
Yes.
he was shut down pretty effectively last time we played. Christian Nava plays up top. He's another guy to keep an eye on. And I wonder if they start Cody Mizell or if they start Tambakis. Jerome Kiesewetter, is another guy that I think they brought in to bolster their offense. I think he played in El Paso the year before. Nope, Tulsa. Sacramento, then Tulsa.
So what I'm hearing is San Diego Loyal 10, New Mexico 1.
Ow.
No.
And it's an own goal, too.
This is going to be one of those games where we expect San Diego Loyal to win because based on New Mexico's record, they're not doing very good so far early in the season. And this is the game on paper that San Diego Loyal should probably get the win. It's going to be tough, like Alan's been saying. Defensively, they look pretty good, allowing 6 goals in 6 games, and then only scoring 7. So you still have a positive goal difference. That means you're defending well. But again, you're not attacking too much. They're more possession-based team, like Alan was explaining to us. This is a game where I see Loyal completely shitting the bed and just maybe giving up a tie. in the last minute or in the 70-something minute and struggling to maybe get the win, and they're going to end up tying this game. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw, 1-1. I'm going to go with the 1-1 draw based on the scoring for New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, the times that Loyal are not supposed to score that much, they end up scoring 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's a goal festival.
I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I don't think they'll go another win on the road back-to-back. But if they do, prove me wrong, shut my mouth, and I'll be completely happy with it and okay with it.
Yeah, USL has in their power rankings, which are take it or leave it, has them at 10th place in the power rankings.
I know you don't take those seriously, right, Alan?
I personally think Nicholas Murray likes to troll people with those power rankings.
Because you bash on the FIFA rankings, but the USL rankings, top
the
tier.
FIFA rankings are also pretty terrible.
Oh yeah, they are.
It's like,
how do you not have Mexico top 5?
Let's see.
Well, I mean, because they aren't.
Do you agree? Number 1, Louisville. Yes or no question?
Yeah, for sure. Right now, for sure, yes.
Yeah.
San Antonio 2.
Yeah, that PC guys is legit.
Again, the thing that I think people lose track of is these are like basically form level, like, if that makes sense. Like these are like current form.
Yeah, it's not big picture. It's what have you done for me recently? So
right.
Yeah, so 7.
I would. San Antonio is not like the most impressive team for me, but I do think based on current form, they are top 4 in the league.
That's what power rankings are, right? It's based on how you're doing so far in the season. That's all they are. Yeah. It doesn't mean that you have the better roster, the better players.
Yeah.
San Diego Loyal at 7th. I mean,
sure. Why not? I mean, again,
based on the tables, sure, and the points, I guess. I mean,
I would have them somewhere around there, that Pittsburgh, Phoenix, Detroit area for sure. I think, Colorado, yeah, Detroit, yeah, Miami, maybe, Sacramento. I don't think I have that. I would put them that high. But maybe I think that Sacramento looks pretty good. I think the toughest part is like you kind of have a top 3 or 4 in the East and 3 or 4 in the West, and then everything below that is kind of a crapshoot, right? Like Indy 11, not good, and then doing really well. It's Memphis 901, up and down. Vegas, sure, like playoff team, probably at this point. New Mexico hasn't won a game since March 19th.
wow.
But they've also had a bye week, so like a little bit of perspective. But
all right.
So, what
are you thinking, Alan?
New Mexico. I wouldn't be surprised if New Mexico ends up in the playoffs at the end of the season. To be fair, but I think on form they're not in the best form, but they've had a week off to fix it, right, and prepare for San Diego. So they're going to be really prepared. And if Nico Brett figures out how to be Nico Brett. And the pieces around him can come up to his level of play.
Yeah.
I think Nico Brett can steal a point on his own. It'll just kind of depend on the rest of his compadres. So he's kind of the guy to worry about on New Mexico right now.
Yeah, well, New Mexico has to travel to Sacramento on Wednesday and then go back home and then face San Diego Loyal on Saturday. So we could catch them maybe rotating, or they'll probably rotate in Sacramento, but we are going to catch them not maybe in their most physical, best shape.
Yeah.
But that is always good news for San Diego.
100%.
What do you think, Tony? Prediction for this? Go ahead. Just whatever you say, it's not going to happen.
Tie. So there's going to be a winner.
Can I change my prediction?
There will be a tie. It will be a 1-1 tie. I agree with you, Chiva.
No.
I think you're right on the nose. No, but I think that's a sensible result.
Okay,
right?
Loyal win 4-1. I'm changing it.
I'm down for that too. But I really do think that a tie would be. We're due for a tie. I feel like just in general, like not necessarily a
they haven't
Oakland
tied too
Roots
much.
tie, but
San Diego has
I'll
only,
take a
they only
well
have one
fought.
tie
Yeah.
in season so far. So
Exactly. So I think a 1-1 tie would be fine. Like
Yeah.
legitimately.
Team XG, I think San Diego is a little bit higher than New Mexico, but New Mexico has a few more XG against, but they're kind of in that same area. So a draw would not surprise me. Again, I'm going to try and put some positivity into the world. I think San Diego, both spurred by the comeback and by the excellent play of the San Diego Sockers that happened in Florida, they're going to take that Florida power. They're going to head to New Mexico. Even if they give up a goal, they're going to fight back. And I'm going to say 2-1.
Oh, I like that.
I must stick with 4-1.
I'm fine. I'm fine with that.
You got
And
1-1.
either way,
You
it's a
said 1-1.
positive yardage, positive pointage at the end of this match. And hopefully we see each other soon all again at Torero. It's been a while, Alan. It's been a while. And
May 14th.
Miss everybody.
We may see each other on Sunday.
On Sunday for the San Diego Sockers. That's TBD, to be determined. But I'm ready for a home match. It's been a while. We'll see San Diego Wave, but it's different. It's the same but different.
It's a little
They see that
different.
right? That San Diego only has one home match in the month of May.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yep. There was a whole bunch of home matches, so if you didn't make those, then don't complain now, guys. So they'll be back. There'll be plenty of summer matches.
Because we missed one, and then he missed two, so we haven't seen each other in so long.
No, exactly. April was eternal.
We're still due for those tacos and beers, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
let's get that done.
Yeah. So this is wild. There's only 4 home. Wait, hold on. Yes, 4 home games between now and the end of June. So
get there.
Don't miss out.
Yeah, don't miss out. Get your tickets. Call Weston. The boy Weston will hook you up for those home matches. And that 619 day is coming up. So definitely. And talking about that, one of those is Hartford Athletic, and you get to see Corey Herzog at Torero again. So,
sorry, 5 home games. That one's hidden under Father's Day and Juneteenth.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
You guys better hide that growler. That
Yeah, that's the question. Does Herzog get a Buena Vesa after the match?
Does Herzog celebrate if he scores?
Does Herzog say why he left?
No.
I mean, maybe if you ask real nice and give his daughter chalky milk.
Yeah, maybe.
Just start talking about our Eagles and how the draft was and AJ
With
Brown.
the Buena Vesa.
Corey. Hey, Corey. What you doing?
Why'd you leave us, Corey?
Over here, Corey. Join me in the hill, Corey.
This is why the team doesn't get us as their official podcast.
Yeah, that's 100% the reason why, and I'm glad that's the case. I would not have it any other way. They would not allow us to have such a stud like Alan is.
We have so much fun doing this. Do you think they're having so much fun like us? I don't know. I mean, can they have Calafino tequila?
Party.
Yeah. I mean,
it ain't a party. The 2 balls ain't there.
Right.
It's still a
party.
Yeah.
party.
So congratulations to San Diego Wave for their first win.
Yes.
Congratulations to San Diego Sockers for being 1 win away from their 43rd millionth championship.
16th.
Although I did think today, it's a shame because the crest looks so clean with 15 stars that 16 is going to make it look funky again.
Yeah,
like the 14 stars was like, you're really trying to make this work. And 15 was like, oh, that's
nice.
money.
Yes.
So I'm going to be interested to see like
put the star on top
how well
they've
been playing so well. And this is like why I haven't shown up. It's like they've been playing really well. I don't want to be the guy who throws off the juju, right?
You better show up, Alan.
If the San Diego
think that
no,
way.
wait, well,
I know Papi Chavo wants
I'm
to.
going to check with Craig. If Craig
Hold on.
gives it the go ahead.
If they lose the game and they have to go to a third game,
I'm leaving.
I will remove you from Pachanga.
I will be
removed.
I will be watching the game on my cell phone.
Don't even
like
fucking
I do
watch
on
it.
Twitch, on masl.tv/Twitch soccer things. So maybe that's I'll go, and if they don't win the first match, I will leave. I'll clear it with Craig. I'll
Okay, yeah,
clear it with
yeah.
Craig.
Let's get official clearing.
You
and,
know the foo wants everyone there.
yeah, the
Right,
higher the
but it's
suck, the
like-
higher the fool.
Because
The downer, the foo.
I went to Princess, the former bar of the Liverpool bar. And the second time I went, they lost to Watford, and it was like the first time they lost all season. So like, I don't want to bring that negativity to the match.
You're that guy.
Bring your socks,
So-
fool. Bring your high socks,
Yeah.
fool. Bring the dickies, fool.
I will clear it with the Grand Poobah Craig Elston, and if he gives me the go ahead, I will be there.
Bring the Nike
yeah.
Cortezes, bruh.
Well, I'll have to buy Nike Cortezes.
Oh man,
I'm not a Nike Cortez guy. I'm not really a Nike guy.
I'm actually thinking of getting some Cortez. I got my brother some for his birthday. Yeah.
Get the janitor ones, the all black, the all black Nike shoes, just
Chandler.
custodian ones. But no, definitely that's gonna be fun. Hopefully see you there. But hopefully San Diego Loyal gets this victory, and if not, if all the magic and juju in San Diego goes to the San Diego Sockers on Sunday, Mother's Day, then I'm happy with that. If everybody else loses, but San Diego gets another championship, I'd be very happy to see that. And
And the
San Diego
after parties
Sockers have
at
won.
the Calafino
San Diego
Lounge.
Sockers have won every single match that I've been to.
Me too.
I
Me
mean,
too. No, did they win
They
on the
look-
halftime game?
What?
Did they win the halftime game that we played in? That was a close game.
Yeah, no, that was the first game that they won on that impressive streak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, we're good.
Higher the sock, the downer, the fool.
Or hire the fool sometimes. You never know in these
no,
areas.
the fools are always higher.
100% fool. But this down ass fool's gonna be there, fool. Go check it out, fool.
All the fools
Alan's
are gonna be there.
fool. Like it's gonna be get down crazy, get down local essay. You want to see Alan get down essay? Then you go on Sunday. If you don't want to do that, then that's fine. Just go support local soccer.
We're gonna have all the fools, all the cuz, all the Edgars.
Calafino,
Yeah,
use promo code 2balls20.
2 balls 20.
that's the number 2 BALLS 20.
For 20% off your Calafino, and we are doing a giveaway for Cinco de Mayo.
Alan,
Get to that
Which
right
I-
now. Yes, which
Which I believe is the 5th of May, right?
so
That's
we've
what they
heard.
Cinco de Mayo's on this year.
So we've
mayonnaise,
heard-
mayonnaise the 5th. Yes.
Yeah, it's in the Independence Day.
It's a very
of-
important day here in America,
of-
not so much in Mexico.
when the great battle of Don Cuervo and
It's Jose Cuervo got in a duel with
is what made Don Julio famous. He got knighted. We're mentioning all these other inferior brands to Calafino. So get your Calafino.
they
Tequila,
fought at the
2 balls
castle
20.
of Casamigos.
Shit. Yeah, they're not gonna like this.
I don't like that one.
He really did. But no, definitely, Alan. Thank you. You are the best. Thank you so much. You make,
Love you guys.
make
Thank
this,
you, Alan.
make this awesome.
Bye.
Bye. Alan really is the absolute best person.
We're giving
USA.
away a free tequila bottle and a cocktail mix, Tony.
Are we boys? Is that true, boys? Is that? Oh, look at
We're
that.
giving that away. So make sure
man,
you
look
guys
at
check
that,
out our
boys.
Instagram.
Oh,
Follow the steps
oh,
to
man.
win. You just gotta share it in your story.
Boy.
Make sure you're following us. Comment to friends. If you want extra entries, follow us on Twitter and retweet and like the tweet. It's very simple. We should be announcing the winner in Cinco de Mayo.
Actually, the day before, because it kind
The
of
day
defeats the
before.
purpose. So,
Okay, on Wednesday we'll be announcing it.
stay tuned, and you can win everything in this beautiful pack.
We'll probably do a live on Instagram and share it through there.
bottle of Calafino. You'll get the saloon box with everything included here. For even the dried fruit is in there. The dried fruit is in there. Some good
Actually, guys,
agave.
why
So,
am I going so far?
shout
Right
out to
here.
Calafino, sponsors of your 15-time San Diego Sockers that are,
Soon to
again,
be 16 times.
Well, hi, Alan. Bye, Alan. We don't necessarily want to jinx it. But hopefully, they do very well this upcoming Sunday at Pechanga Arena.
if you go to the game, go say hi to the foo. But they won their first leg, Tony. They won the first
They
game.
did win their first leg right now. They traveled all the way to Florida. So both San Diego teams are in Florida.
I'm going to
for-
Disney World. Wrong sport. Sorry. Wrong sport. Sorry. It's because I'm so excited we're going to talk football today.
Cool.
Oh,
San Diego Sockers
gotta
win
go.
in against the Florida Tropics 6-3 in a thrilling match. So you were actually watching this, and you told me like, "Oh man, it was at this time," and the score was like 2-2.
2-2, I think, by the end of the third quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly. And so we caught the last bit here, and so we'll go back and check everything out. But this game obviously was always happening. It's a two-leg affair. They have to win 2 of these games. If not, they go into a third mini game, just like they did against Chihuahua Savage. But if everything goes right, they shouldn't have to do that. And that's going to go ahead and be this upcoming Sunday, at Pachanga Arena. There will be the no.
Get to AJ Brown already. Be patient. Be patient. That's about the time we're just gonna have Jason watching and listening. And I'm all
AJ
for
Brown is an Eagle, Chiva.
Yeah.
I'm excited
We'll
for
talk
it.
about it. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Alan Robinson is better, but no,
Oh,
I'm
you
kidding.
shut your
I'm
mouth.
kidding.
You
I'm
shut your
kidding.
mouth. You
I'm
shut your
kidding.
mouth, okay?
It was a fucking
You know what?
joke.
You know what?
Relax. We're
No.
gonna lose all our soccer viewers right now.
The football viewers, our listeners are smart. They're multi sportular, like cultural, but sportular, bro.
Sportular.
Yeah, bro.
But the Sockers, man.
trying to
This
find-
down-ass foos are about to do something that no San Diego team has ever done. And you heard us, and you've heard everyone in the timeline and in Two Balls on the Mic just go on and how special the Sockers are.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the time to see this live and to see history being made.
Yeah, just shut up and go support a San Diego professional team.
Again, if you're a Bad Bunny fan,
If
He's performed there.
that same arena, Eddie
and
Guerrero.
he's about to drop an album on
yeah.
Friday, so you
Snoop
want to
Dogg
be there.
Will be there. But no, again, it's going to be this Sunday at Pachanga Arena. Sunday at 5, I believe. 5:05. Get there
Yes.
early. Tailgate. You can tailgate at the sports arena. Good old sports arena. Admire the giant Andrea Bocelli poster that they have right outside. But the action starts inside at 5:05 p.m. Get your tickets. I'm pretty sure if you can get in contact with some people and they can get you and hook you up for some good seats and good tickets here for the San Diego Sockers.
Wear your long socks. Say hi to the foos. The foo.
Wear your
foos.
wear your San Diego Sockers gear. If you don't have San Diego Sockers gear, just get some. Like, do it. Support San Diego Soccer. There's so much that goes into a professional team, oddly enough. And the fact that San Diego Wave might not make it to playoffs. Might make it to playoffs. We don't know what they are. They won their first match. Fantastic. San Diego Loyal, we've seen, have made it to playoffs, but don't make it far. Historically, one season. The Padres. But the San Diego, I'm not going to talk about the Padres. San Diego Sockers are the historical franchise here in San Diego. So are you okay? What the fuck just happened? What the hell?
The Padres.
But yeah, so once again, the Soccer's so fucking good. 100% Jason. 100. It's John Cena apologizing in
What did
Chinese.
619 Soccer completely forget?
100.
What did you forget, 619 Soccer? Can't be forgetting things. You're 619 Soccer. All things 619.
Yeah, all things 619. Can't be forgetting things.
How could you possibly forget?
But again, this team is fantastic with the San Diego Sockers. You may want to check that out. Just do it. Just do it. Just do yourself a favor.
Yes.
What the hell else are you doing on a Sunday night? On a Sunday afternoon? Like nothing
There's
good.
no football.
Nothing good for your health anyways. Just go and support it and be a happy individual and make some noise. It's really fun in there.
Yeah, go lose your boys. Drink some tequila.
No, but I was saying, like, there's a lot that goes into this, not just on the player side, but the personnel that work for the team. They work incredibly hard. They have to move mountains to make things happen sometimes. And
I mean, we
the
were just at the
mountains-
Calafino Lounge Tuesday.
Yeah, on Tuesday, we were getting
We were talking to some people,
Yeah.
and some people that work with the team.
Yeah,
For the team,
and the team themselves were like coaches just walking about. But definitely a good time out there, and hopefully we all get to. There's a chance, Chiva, that we may get to party with the players after in the Calafino Lounge after, since we're.
619 Soccer forgot that we have the pod on Mondays.
It's okay. It's fine. He's still on probation.
Yeah,
Um,
just like Mike. Mike's back in probation right now for now.
Mike may make an appearance. I don't know how effective he is in English, but he's certainly effective in Spanish.
Yeah, he's punished right now
He's
for
he's on timeout. Like,
kind of started
naughty,
leaking things about the draft and
naughty
trades
boy.
and
Just naughty boy. He actually knows why Corey Herzog left San Diego.
He won't tell us.
Won't tell us.
He can't.
Fucking asshole. Anyway, definitely a good time. So see you guys out there. We'll be there. And hopefully we are happy campers at the end of that night because I want to see. I like seeing people happy. That's like I'm a people watcher, but seeing people happy is really cool. Moving on to San Diego Wave. Las olas.
I was actually one of the 2 people that spoke in the press conference and asked questions, Tony.
There was nobody else.
Nobody. Well, there was other people there, but nobody else asked anything.
Like again, like this is a giant franchise. Alex Morgan. It's like we went to speak with her the other day. Not necessarily like with her, but she was available for press conference.
And we were the only media that
were the
there.
only ones in person. Again, hey, shaking hands and meeting people and hello,
Hi,
putting faces to names. 2 balls in a mic gets called on first for everything now. Both LA Galaxy, San Diego Loyal, now San Diego Wave. We're first question off the bat. I think
Which is great.
I think
then
Casey
people
Stoney,
ask the questions we want to ask, and we're like,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
we got to go back up.
but they don't ask them the way that we want to ask them
Yeah.
to get the right answer. Like they'll ask them in a generic sport, and we're not saying, oh no, we all our questions, bro. Just preguntones.
No,
We're like this, no, like just
It's questions that need to be asked. But
Come
let's
from a
talk
soccer
about the
perspective.
game. Again, we can talk about the lineup, and again, we're learning as we're going, and we're going to learn a lot more this first season for San Diego Wave, just kind of like how we learned with Loyal. We've been talking about this, but they had a pretty solid lineup. I mean, Abby Dalkemper was still out. She's supposed to be back on Saturday.
Yeah.
You had Alex Morgan starting. I believe Ali 619 Soccer, based on his analysis and after, who knows a little bit more about women's soccer maybe than we do for now. But she's coming off the bench. Jody Taylor coming off the bench and immediately making an impact. But not a bad lineup on paper. Naomi Girma is a rock star at defense. Like, she's a wall, dude.
Yeah, so you have Sheridan, who's a great goalkeeper. Like, she's fantastic. She's everywhere. Want to talk about talent? You got Kelsey Turnbow, who did get a red card, but that's preseason, so she obviously just like nothing happened comes in on this game. Also a rookie. You have Jacobson on the La 10, number 10, coming over the international, and obviously you got Alex Morgan up top. That
Was
experience.
Jacobson the one that was gonna cross with the left corner and then just
No, it was actually Turnbow.
Turnbow. Okay,
Yeah, the
It's
rookie.
impressive as
Yeah,
fuck.
100%. I still don't know if because this is Paramount Plus. I don't know how many highlights we can show.
Let's find out.
But then it's gonna get taken down, and then we can't post it.
Never mind.
Okay, so we'll play it by ear, guys.
Audio
If
version.
if audio version, you'll get all of this. But YouTube's blame.
You
Blame
get our
Paramount Plus.
reaction to this. I mean, I think the highlights. How long's the highlight video for?
It's about 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they
That
were
many
pretty
highlights?
generous. They were pretty generous because
I'm very surprised.
just the game itself was.
There was a crossbar. Is this a crossbar? That's
It
the
was
crossbar. Yep.
slow paced. Well, thank you for swelling it. It was just kinda-
Well, no, I gotta talk about what we're watching because they can. Oh no, you're showing it. Oh no, copyrights. It's one of those where the goalkeeper moves it with his eyesight. You say it. You say
Yeah,
that
no,
before.
saved with the eyes. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely. There was a giant whiff in that box, but San Diego Wave get lucky.
I know it's not going in.
But I still have to put my hands up just in
Yeah.
case it does. I don't look like I'm messing up. But the first half was there wasn't a lot of action. There wasn't a lot goals.
It's always hard to start the season away as well. So
100%.
props to San Diego Wave.
So this is the first historic match for San Diego, right? For San Diego soccer, as they haven't had a professional soccer team here in about 19 years. But San Diego Wave coming in. By the way, where are the uniforms?
That has been a big talking point on Twitter, and I
mean,
believe it's
again-
Paul that keeps adding them on Twitter and saying, "Where are the uniforms? Where are the uniforms?"
This does not take away from the quality from
Maybe
anything
they're
of
waiting
it.
for the first home game.
Maybe what next Saturday?
This Saturday.
That's gonna be tough, right? Tough turnaround. Anyway,
At this point, I don't expect a kit reveal party or anything.
Which
It's
whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
So ultimately, there are some substitutions that go in. I did notice that on the media release that they gave pre-match or like somewhere, I don't know where I saw it, but it was official San Diego Wave. They don't call them substitutes; they call them game changers.
That's pretty hard.
It is pretty hard.
That's pretty hard.
That's pretty cool. And
especially when they change the game and score the winner.
Exactly. And
Like,
that, from what we've seen, San Diego Wave has a bench that's ready to go. In the preseason, they are just like rockets.
I mean,
and
if
they
you're
come
able
out and change the
to put
match.
Jody Taylor, Katie Johnson off the bench, like coming in, that's fucking dope. Because Katie Johnson eventually got the assist for that goal, and Jody Taylor, by the way, her awareness in the box is top tier. Like, you can see it on the goal that they scored in the 85th minute. Like, her awareness and where she needs to move.
Let's go to that, boy.
Where she needs to be, top tier, man. It's you can tell the experience she has over other players in the box. It's amazing.
Coming up here is Zhao. Shiftiness.
Zhao, who got her debut with the team.
And Egmont. Zhao again.
So cross comes
Service
in, header, makes a run after that header. And as you mentioned,
It
Jody
reminds
Taylor.
me very Chicharito vibes. That's literally what he's best at. And if she's that type of player, then it's gonna be great to see her, especially coming off the bench if she's not gonna get starts, but she gets to score the winners. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited for Saturday.
Yeah, it's that run that she does after, the chaos that's created in the middle with that header upward that could go any direction. But if you're onside, you still want to make that run to goal that goes in and ultimately is the 1-0 decider for this match.
Tony, what's NCMS?
National City Middle School.
Oh,
What?
you have a friend from middle school in the chat.
Hyper Wolf. Hey, what's up, dude? Who's Hyper Wolf?
I don't know.
Oh boy.
Tony, shout out from an old friend.
All right, that's rad. Have a wonderful evening.
Tony has
gentlemen.
friends
Great review.
everywhere.
Oh, I love this. Thank you. I have a long past. I need to now look up what they did. Boy, they're good, boy.
But they ended up winning the first game, an away game, first game of the season, sets the tone. And you can hear the words from Casey's Tony, as you may agree, they didn't have the best performance. And she calls the team out on that. She says, yeah, we didn't have our best performance. But let's not hear from me. Let's hear from her.
Absolutely. I'm down for that. So
as you go to the restroom?
You know
go
what?
ahead.
Oh,
Play the video as you go.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna take us off here.
Go ahead, play it.
Probably with sound. That'd be good,
yeah,
right?
with
Yeah,
sound.
no sound.
Yeah,
I
I'm so
can't
glad
leave
you
without-
didn't leave.
Oh man, that would have been awkward possum.
Listen, extremely proud of this team and how far it's come. I'm not deluded. I know it wasn't our best performance. I know that we can be a lot better. They had more chances than us, but coming here in a heat that we're not probably used to. Don't get me wrong, sunny San Diego's nice, but it's not this oppressive heat, and being able to grind out a result and get a 1-0. And for me, the most pleasing thing is that we've kept a clean sheet and players have come off the bench yet again and made a huge difference to the game. So really proud of the team. They dug in. They know that we can be better. I know we can be better. That starts with me.
You guys don't get this anywhere else. 2 balls on the mic exclusive. So
That's in the first win in the team's history. How do you feel about your substitutions coming into work? Obviously, an assist and a goal for Jody Taylor. How do you feel about your substitutions coming in and the impact they have?
not
on
an
the game?
assist.
Yeah,
from
I
Jody
don't think
Taylor,
that's
but
just today,
Katie
to be
Johnson.
honest. I think that's every game that they've come on. You look at the second half performances, they've come on and made a huge difference. And that doesn't happen if the first 11 don't grind the opposition down and open the game up. And it doesn't happen without the players that prepare all week, that possibly don't play any minutes, that come here and get a result. So really pleased. It's a flick on by Kjo and Jody scores, and incredible that the players are coming off the bench and making an impact in the way that we want.
I thought it was a hard game. I think Houston's never an easy place to come and play, but I thought the team put a good shift in. First half we didn't quite get pressure.
Those Zoom backgrounds
on
are
the
tricky
ball how we
sometimes.
wanted to, and we allowed them to play through us and made it a little bit too easy for them. But come second half, I think we changed a few things. I can't speak any more highly of the work rate of the players. Like I said, it's so hot out there for us, and I think as coming in as subs, we made an impact, but it was a real team performance, and I'm very happy for us.
You can tell me as a rookie just because Jody Taylor just explains her thoughts on the game, and right now you press play and hear what Mia says.
Yeah.
She said, "Yeah, what she said." No, but then
I agree.
she kind of paused a little bit, and then she kind of goes like, "Oh yeah, I gotta add more, I guess."
So I'm sorry. Thank you for.
So you missed Casey saying,
Which I did hear.
the performance. You heard
yeah.
it all, and then I asked my question. I suck at speaking English, and I think she appreciated that question. She because when substitutions work out, it makes you look good, and it's something I forgot to mention with Alan. Landon looked great with those subs because Basel makes the assist and Blake scores. So Casey Stoney looks brilliant with the subs because Katie Johnson assists and Jody Taylor scores.
I think we're turning it around with her.
Yeah, I think so.
We were in the pits for a while with her,
I don't think she liked us that
absolutely.
much.
So no, you were saying like Jody just taking command of this, and there's actually a couple of cases like this. Same thing with Amira Ali, and when they put her with
It's more of Alex Morgan's PR trained. Jody Taylor, they're PR trained, obviously.
Even with Alex Morgan, right? Like all the questions go to Alex Morgan. Sometimes Sheridan was just sitting there when we had her, and we're just like,
yes, and
that's
why I asked the second question to Mia as well.
Oh, that's right.
So
Yeah, it's just so special to get our first, league win, and to be able to come on and to make an impact as game changers. It's really special. And just
as game changers,
the most important thing, coming away with 3 points.
And Mia getting your debut.
Yeah, it's special.
Great. 2 balls in the mic, you'll start.
yeah, we'll start. Thank you.
Congrats on the win. Jody, you come off the bench and you make an impact on the game, scoring the team's first ever goal in the NWSL and getting the first win. Take me through that moment. How was that for you? What were you feeling once that goal went in?
It's a very Tony
It's
question.
a great relief. I think anytime you see the
Very
ball,
Tony movements.
Very Tony movements.
I had to dig in my inner Tony and
through that headspace, through that emotion.
So here, since you weren't there, I said, "Oh man, how would Tony ask this question?" And take me through that moment. And what was that like? You inspire me sometimes.
hit the back of the net.
Bitch.
It's a great feeling as a forward. But yeah, just relief. It's our first game away. Away games are tough in this league. So for us to score, keep a clean sheet, like I said, I think the work rate of the rest of the team, I was just in the right place at the right time to put the ball in the back of the net. But it was such a graft from the rest of the team all game. And, I'm pleased that we won our first game, making history. 3 points on the road is huge in this league, and I'm very happy with it.
Yeah.
You were in captain's armband too, right?
Yes.
Question for me. You come off the bench and you get some minutes in the NWSL. How was that feeling for you as well, just making your debut?
It was really exciting. I was injured throughout the Challenge Cup, so it was a bit disappointing not being able to play in those games, but to come off the bench and play in a league game and, earn 3 hard-earned points, it's just so special. I'm so happy that I was able to make an impact along with everybody else who came onto the field. And yeah, it just goes to show, San Diego is a really good team. Like it's our first league game and we showed so well, and away with 3 points, it's I think a really good showing.
Hell yeah.
Again, the
Very
only
happy
other
with
person that asked
Good job,
was
Chiba.
one other reporter, and that's it.
Good job, Chiba. You again.
Berkey coming to TJ for Liguilla once again.
Yes, that's what the boy.
Nice.
619 Soccer said. But yeah, great match for San Diego Wave. Seeing them live this weekend.
Saturday.
That's gonna be fun.
So Loyal play at 4. Wave plays at 7. It
Inter
lines
plays
up.
at.
Inter does not play at home this weekend.
Okay. Sounds good. But no, so San Diego Wave is going to be fun out there. Again, probably going to see you guys out there. So
Yeah.
definitely going to be checking everything out. So I think that's kind of wraps everything up for soccer in San Diego.
Yeah, that's the song for soccer in San Diego.
That's a football night in America.
Can I go on a quick little rant about La Cadeneta and Chivas?
Go for it.
So Liguilla starting for Liga MX, and Tony has talked to me about you need to up your game when talking about Liga MX and explaining to people some things. Sometimes some people may not know who players are. But so La Cadeneta, that's what we're calling it with Chivas coach, right? Cadena, and it's kind of like Chavineta, if you don't know, La Chavineta with Barcelona. But anyways, Tony left again. This sack of shit. He likes to leave mid-podcast now. But anyways, Liguilla starting for Liga MX, and if you didn't know, top 4 teams qualify straight to the quarterfinals. From 5th to 12th, they go into a one-leg playoff match, which is what Chivas is going to play against Pumas. Pumas, as you may know, are playing the CONCACAF Champions League final against Seattle and tied 2-2 the first leg. It's the bottom 3 teams in the league, I believe, or the bottom teams have to pay a fine now. But Chivas play against Pumas. Chivas have going on 4 wins in a row to end the season. In Liga MX, when you end on a hot streak, it's always a good thing because you may continue the hot streak in the playoffs. So I'm very, very happy for that. Other than that, other teams that are on a hot streak are probably America, who went from bottom of the table to go into 4th place and qualify straight to the quarterfinals. They are very, very impressive right now. And I believe if Chivas win and Puebla doesn't win, then we have a Chivas versus America quarterfinal. Or if Chivas win and Puebla wins, then we have a Atlas versus Chivas quarterfinal, Tony. So
No, I completely agree with you.
Either way,
I've
if
been
Chivas
agreeing,
wins,
nodding.
it's going to be a Clásico in the quarterfinals, whether it's
Sweet.
against Atlas or America.
That's
Who would
always
you
good.
rather see Chivas play in the quarterfinals, Atlas or America?
America.
America.
Even though Atlas are the champions, like there's nothing like Clásico de Clásicos in a Liguilla match. Like those are special. Those are always special. And yeah, Clásico Tapatío is great.
Yeah,
now.
Jason.
So like,
I believe it's the bottom 3 of the table have to pay a fine now for being bottom 3 of the table because since there's no relegation,
yeah.
so they're fining the teams.
Yeah, it's either you get your shit together or you lose.
I'm
money.
not sure if it's the bottom 3 or the teams that just don't qualify to repechaje. It might be the teams from 13 to 18 that have to pay a fine.
Somebody pays.
Somebody pays.
Hit 'em.
Ricardo's not a fan of repechaje. I'm not a fan of repechaje either. I think it just should be the top 8 teams, which in case Chivas would have still made it, and it's just straight quarterfinals. But the league just wants to make more money, right? And that's the struggle with the Mexican league. The teams are great, the play is great, the league sucks.
This is actually a good comment from the San Diego Wave. Game Changers is such a corny shit, but low-key love it. No, like, yeah.
Yeah, it
I
really
agree
is.
with that.
It really is.
Cholos, what Cholos need. Oh, boy. But yeah, those repechaje days
Cholos has money, bro.
are very, very, very fun.
Cholos is about to lose all their players and just get a brand new team, brand new coach.
Bottom
next
3
season.
in el descenso. Good times. Good times.
Oh man!
With teams like
Imagine if
Irapuato.
Cholos just goes back to
They would never. They
right.
wouldn't.
No,
They
like
wouldn't.
remember when Chivas was on the. Oh hey, remember when Chivas was about to relegate, and there was already talks of expanding the league and doing kind of what happened in Argentina. I think was it when Boca was going to relegate.
Yeah.
Uh,
we can't have that.
Yeah, we can't have that. So, Cubo Torres came to the rescue for Chivas that season against Puebla. I remember.
Now he's
and I
he's
can't wait to
wasting
see
his
him in
time
person against Orange County.
in Orange County. But yeah, no. So it's fun.
yeah.
Fun.
Liguilla starting up this Sunday. Chivas play against Pumas on Sunday, and who else plays? I think Necaxa plays on Saturday. Monterrey San Luis plays Saturday as well. Puebla Mazatlan plays
TBD.
Sunday.
Why is it TBD?
Who? They probably haven't updated, but Necaxa
Okay.
Necaxa plays Monterrey. No, Cruz Azul.
Okay. So yeah, San Luis, Monterrey, Cruz Azul, Necaxa, Puebla, Mazatlán, Chivas de Guadalajara contra los Pumas de la UNAM.
And it's right after the soccer game as well.
Wow, so, ya ven ya, aquí estamos listos para la liguilla entre Necaxa contra el Cruz Azul. Los
So,
Rayados de Monterrey contra
You know what's
San
wild
Luis.
about Mexican coverage or Mexican in the commentary?
Puebla.
When do you ever see the odds commentators talking about placing bets and the odds during a game.
That's wild. Yeah.
They have that in Mexico.
Yeah,
they
I've
have the
seen that.
caliente
I've
and
seen
the
that.
Chivas
Make your
ahorita.
bet now.
Chivas ahorita. It's plus 145.
145. Yeah. During the matchup. Yeah.
Like they do it in commercials and here for football with
Yeah.
DraftKings and all that,
Yeah.
but not during the game. You're not gonna see Tony Romo in the middle of the game. Oh, if you guys bet on the Chiefs right now, they're minus 110.
They should do that in MLB. That would just ruin it more. Just because, why not? Just lean into it.
Might as well.
But yeah, so that's the magic of Liga MX.
That's what Liga MX and MLB have in common. The league is ruining it, right, on its own.
En la tabla de conscientes pay, but the bottom three in the table. Okay, gotcha. Definitely. Thank you, Ricardo. Puebla Mazatlán. Can't wait. That's gonna be good. Anyway, so more soccer to happen around the world. In the world.
So Real Madrid won the league, and people were happy about it. And my friend, I have a friend
And other people were
who
sad
sent me a video like very happy that Madrid won the league. I'm like, bro, you guys won it in January. What? like you guys knew you guys were gonna win the league. What are you celebrating? Champions League is where it's at right now.
Yeah, Champions League is where it's at right now.
Because Real Madrid had a hell of a game
Yes,
against Manchester City.
they did have an incredible match, and actually, like, just to give you an insight of
I think
how-
it's one of the best games I've seen in the last 4-5 years.
Did you see Kun Agüero watching it with Balotelli?
Yes, his reactions were the best. Like literally the best reactions you could see it anywhere. Are we gonna watch all his reactions?
I think
Please tell me we are.
I think it's just the one.
Oh, it's on his TikTok.
Gol de Benzema. Te dije, boludo.
Che, boludo.
Te dije,
Pero,
boludo.
boludo, es que es una locura que tú.
Es que boludo, es una locura. Es lo que te digo.
Benzema's just
He's just so good right now. Again, if Chelsea lost to the eventual champions and Benzema just keeps tearing it
No,
up,
it feels a little
hands up.
better,
It feels
right?
a little
Yeah.
better, 100%.
Yeah.
Just like we're all losing to the eventual champions of Arsenal. Like it's fine. It's fine.
Tuvo una, el Madrid. Una. No, pero-
Like it took me a while, but even now I'm just like, why does Mario Balotelli speak Spanish?
Come on.
Why does Mario Balotelli speak Spanish?
Because he's played everywhere.
I
Soccer
know.
players speak like 4
No,
languages.
I know that, but like,
You know how smart soccer players are
But, like,
because
I
of all
would
the
think
languages they speak.
Agüero
You guys know
and
how hard it
Balotelli-
is to know 2 languages on
I
its
would,
own. Like,
listen, geez, chica vernícola. I would think Agüero and Balotelli would communicate in English, seeing as they both played in the Premier League with Manchester City, right? Much like if Pogba and a Brazilian are talking, I wouldn't expect them to be speaking in French. I would expect them to be talking in English. You get me? Like,
Yeah.
a little bit. Like that didn't cross your mind.
what if Balotelli's was just more comfortable speaking Spanish than English?
I mean, it is closer to Italian Spanish is, like, definitely. And especially Argentinos. And we all know, what ended up happening after the Great War.
Yes. Boludo.
No, where all of them eventually moved to.
Es
Yeah.
una cosa de loco.
Which one was your favorite goal out of all
A la
this?
izquierda de Ederson, tirate a la
It's a
izquierda,
penalty.
aguantalo un poco
Really?
más, aguantalo.
No, I mean,
Va-
dude,
va a
the
ser que va a
balls on
patear
Benzema,
fuerte y va a la
bro.
izquierda tuya.
Like,
La picó.
La Pico.
La Pico.
La Pico. La Panenka.
Because he knows
La
to
Panenka.
do it successfly like that, man.
In such
It wasn't a
pressure
low
situation.
Panenka.
Like,
It was a nice one,
it
dude.
was again shades of
We never
of
seen
Va a ser que
Benzema.
va a
Sisu.
patear fuerte y va a la
shades
izquierda
of
tuya.
Zinedine Zidane. Like Benzema's
Campan-
just
oh,
at
man.
another level. Like, is he's back in the World Cup for France, right?
Benzema?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, it's not no drama, none. Like,
No, no,
he's
no.
in, right? Like, he might have a Zinedine Zidane type, World Cup like Zidane had in 2006. He's playing at an incredible level. Like, it's crazy.
Is that what you're talking about?
Huh?
Oh, ow. Yes, I agree. Ricardo Balotelli was wild and comedy in Man City. I'm never going to forget how he got just taken out. And then we have Espen in the chat. Shout out to Espen. Someone needs a Rainbow Loyal Supporters. We do need one.
I'm never opposed to it, so let me know.
We've never gotten one, though.
We've never. I mean, that's
Received one.
Let's go. I'm down for that.
Let us have one, please.
Mario Balotelli, Europe. Mario Balotelli in Man City was comedy. His anger issues. Mario Balotelli missing that penalty or that whatever he did, el taquito que hizo,
it was against
heel.
an MLS team.
It was against an MLS team, and
preseason,
then,
and
Mancini took him out. That was good, quality. Benzema has always been class, though. Very true, Ricardo. Like, he's been overlooked. He's been under the shadow of Cristiano Ronaldo throughout this whole time. He had his downs. He didn't make this last World Cup that France won back in 2000. What was it? 2018. In the 2018 World Cup, like he didn't make it. So if he had won that World Cup, they he might be spoken about as highly as somebody like Lewandowski. I still think people don't give him the respect. They'll give respect to Lewandowski before they give respect to Benzema. And
the thing with Benzema is, I mean, and they asked him too, right? Like, did Ronaldo just like kind of shadow you? And he said pretty much, I mean, yeah, it's just he's so great that he just kind of outperformed me every single time, and it's true, right? But now you see what Benzema is really about. It's he did have a couple rough years where he would just have a lot of misses.
Yeah,
and I remember at one point I even said, "Damn, Madrid really need to get rid." When Zidane had him, he believed in Benzema. He knew this is how genius Zidane is. Like, as he knows the talent that players have, and maybe tactics wise he's not the best, but he knows the players and the level of talent they have, and he kept Benzema in there. And look, it's paying off for Real Madrid. They just won the league. They're could potentially win the Champions League. They're still down 4-3, but let me get this straight, Tony. Mm-hmm. We're seeing the future of football in this game with Phil Foden and Vinny Jr., man.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I think I am one to, I'm going to wave my flag in your face at this point. We've had a conversation back in, I don't know, when we started this podcast, and you were pretty much very much on the side of Mason Greenwood is gonna be the blah 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 blah.
Whoa, okay, no. Wait,
Phil Foden.
Don't freaking start right now.
Even had
Mason Greenwood had the potential to be great, but he did that shitty thing, and he deserves to rot in jail.
I'm down with that. But even had he not done that, like Phil Foden would have surpassed them by now.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. The way Man United is set up right now, the players are not set up for success there, but. Phil Foden is just world class right now.
Vini is something else.
Where do you think Phil Foden is going to rank amongst the best in England? He obviously very young still in his career. He's under 21 still. But do you see him having more success than Wayne Rooney, Michael Owen, Frank Lampard?
It's different, right? Like,
Steven Gerrard.
Like I don't know. I really don't know because the numbers will speak for themselves, right? Like the numbers and records are there. They just actually came out with a and I think Sky Sports is doing this is a Premier League Hall of Fame. Have you seen that? Like Gary Neville, Carragher, Wayne Rooney are actually voting on who is
who makes that Hall of Fame.
Who makes the Hall of Fame?
I like that because that's something you don't really see much in
sports over there. So. You have, let's see if we can do this. This is interesting. Patrick Vieira, I think are these nominees? Opens with two legendary players as its inductees, Patrick Vieira and Wayne Rooney. Okay, I'm sure Patrick Vieira is a little bit before, not necessarily before my time, but I agree. Wayne Rooney, hands down. Yeah,
Henry has to make that.
Henry has to make it.
Didier Drogba has to make that.
Didier Drogba, Frank Lampard has to make it. Scholes has to make it. Ferdinand has to make it.
Does David Beckham make it? I don't know because best
Premier
League.
It's Premier League. Premier League Hall of Fame.
I think you inevitably have to put Kun Agüero in there.
Kun has to be in there. Here's some inductees. So, Alan Shearer, the Newcastle. Okay,
David Beckham.
Eric Cantona.
He was really good.
Yes, Frank Lampard, Patrick Vieira. Yes, Thierry Henry. Yes, Roy Keane. Sure.
Dennis
Bergkamp. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
It's way before our time.
Hands down, Steven Gerrard. Yes.
Yeah, give it to him for that slip.
Let's see if there's. Premier League Hall of Fame nominated Tony Adams. No.
Tony, you're not gonna make it, Tony?
Yes. Tony Adams.
Agüero has to.
Agüero. Sol Campbell
Jeez.
has to. Petr Cech, yes. Andy Cole, no.
Ashley Cole.
Ashley Cole, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
100. Like
Chelsea. Yeah,
revolutionized the
go for it.
position. Drogba, yes. Evra, yes. Ferdinand.
How many,
that one, not
okay,
less.
is there a cap of players that you have to have? No, right?
No, I mean eventually, right? These players will go in, but I'm seeing some players that should be before.
Les Ferdinand.
Rio
Ferdinand?
yes. Robbie Fowler, I can't give comment.
Vincent Company.
Vincent Company.
Vincent Company won City their first Premier League ever, and just kind
he
of
was pretty
revolutionized that
dominant
team.
when he was healthy.
It's a big ass forehead that
yeah.
deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
100% mega mind ass forward.
Matt Letizia,
Letizier, again, can't speak a lot. Gary Neville,
I love how much he shit talks now.
maybe. Michael Owen, again, Premier League wise, like he did.
I mean, top striker in England. Like
Peter Schmeichel, goalkeeper, legendary. Yes.
Paul
Scholes,
Scholes.
yes. Sheringham, can't comment. John Terry, absolutely.
They're still your bitch.
Absolutely. Yaya Toure.
Oof.
Yaya Toure, a Hall of Fame player in the Premier League.
Yaya Toure was fucking good.
He was really good.
But Hall of Fame Premier League player, I wouldn't say Hall of Fame.
Ruud van Nistelrooy? No. Van der Sar? Maybe?
Oh, you skip. Oh, yeah. Van der Sar?
Maybe?
I think so.
Robin van Persie?
Yes.
Nemanja Vidic? Yes. Ian Wright? Yeah, I could see that.
Is there more?
Is there more? Let's see. Let's scroll
I think
through.
they're going. By
I think
each one.
I think this is their list, and yeah, Wayne Rooney commentated too, and
Wayne Rooney, who just brought Derby County relegation.
That's the face we.
Oh man.
That was
Hazard, maybe Berbatov. Yes, should be
Hazard
Berbatov.
as a Chelsea fan. No,
Oof.
no, he was just not healthy enough. He did contribute so much.
Had Hazard played more years and
Yes.
not sold out to Madrid,
Yes.
then yeah, probably. But Berbatov was just something else.
bro.
But let's go back to this game real quick.
I have to feel bad for
Kevin De Bruyne just destroys Courtois in that header and just plays great. And there's a video of Courtois' now girlfriend, who's De Bruyne's ex-girlfriend, just like, oh man, I can't believe this. And Kevin De Bruyne just gets the last laugh. Kevin De Bruyne just recently joined TikTok, and it's the best thing ever. By the way, like, it's the best thing ever, man. I love when soccer players just barely join TikTok and just do videos of their everyday life, and it's amazing. Gabriel Jesus getting a lucky goal that controlled the defender wasn't there. I think it was Militao that didn't get there and just scoring. By the way, I hate David Alaba as a center back.
Yeah, he's not a center back.
I hate David Alaba as a center back. Now that they're gonna sign Rudiger, and it's pretty much done deal, 4-year deal, you can play Militao, Rudiger, and David Alaba on the left back position. Have Mendy as a sub. Marcelo's contract ends this summer. But Marcelo, by the way, became the most decorated player in Real Madrid history.
It's wild.
Like
These left and right backs.
They get him after the game. There's a clip. I'm not sure where. I think I saw it on Twitter somewhere. By the way, Carlo Ancelotti's an old man, and to do this, Ancelotti's a boss, dude. Like chilling with the cigar, celebrating. Madrid was just having a time with the laughs.
If I don't know if you'll get this, Shiva, but somebody out there will get this. If
I got it.
I hate you so much sometimes.
Go for it. Go for it. Well,
if
I'm
Ron
gonna get
White was a manager, he'd be Carlo Ancelotti. No.
Is Ron White Parks and Rec?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Ron White. Ron White.
Oh, he does look like him. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
Ron White is the Ancelotti of the comedy scene.
Golazo by Bernardo Silva. By the way, props to the referee.
Mm-hmm.
USL refs would never.
They would never.
Never. Liga MX refs,
Would
CONCACAF refs
never.
would never.
Never. Do that.
Hard foul on Shevchenko. Oh, no.
It's Shevchenko.
No. What's his name? Zinchenko.
Zinchenko. Yeah.
They all sound the same, man. Ukrainians, they
Whoa, hey,
Russians,
hey,
Ukrainians, their last names all sound the same. Netherlands.
Hey.
Oh man,
Canceled.
No
Oh,
kinds
no.
of canceled.
No, boy. Oh,
No.
canceled.
But anyways, let's the play go on. Bernardo Silva gets that shot to the top left corner, first post corner.
It was a great, like, if you want Champions League action, like, this was the game to watch. Like, this was the back and forth. There really is a reason why we haven't even mentioned Liverpool versus Valencia, because I mean, whatever. Like Liverpool's gonna win. It's 2-0 right now. Villarreal, Valencia. See, I even got the team wrong. Villarreal 2-0 in this matchup, and what's gonna happen is gonna happen.
Emery did say that they're gonna put up a big fight in the second leg. Supposedly.
A big fight.
We'll
19 shots to one shot. Literally, what is this? What is a semifinal? So that's that. Tomorrow we're gonna see exactly like you said. What we're gonna talk the talk, walk the walk, and after this week we'll have a better idea. We might have a watch party at the Calafino Lounge for the Champions League final. If you guys are interested in that, want to hang out with us and see what that entails, just let us know. Hit us up. And
we can probably
might
do
have
a
that.
live thing there.
We can totally probably do a live thing. Yeah, they do have Wi-Fi. So that's kind of what the Champions League is at this point. We'll do want Premier League. Chelsea lost. Everton, we gave them the hope. We mentioned it earlier.
Man, you won 3-0 today.
Man, you won 3-0.
Their last home game.
That's fine. Their last home game, and things are winding down. But I think it's time to. I think it's been so long, Chiba. It's been so long.
Next episode, we're doing a challenge, and the loser has to take a spoonful of Valentina.
I'm down for that. But football season has also started, as
it
we've
is.
completely mentioned baseball like once. That's the state of that stupid sport. I fucking love baseball, but god damn it, it's hard to love you. The National Football League has returned with
a lot of trades. And can't forget the NFL draft.
So the NFL draft was wild, right? Like this game, this draft was one of those drafts where a lot of teams made a sensible pick, and those are usually the boring ones. Like, and for the fourth pick, so and so chooses a center, and you're like, what? It's like, okay, they needed that, but it's not a loudmouth, receiver from Alabama.
You have to really know like every player that's available and know every position and know what the team needs. And we're at no point or nowhere are we saying that we're complete experts on this. But we recognize some names in this draft, right?
Yes. Yes. I don't know where we're going with that.
No, I'm just saying, like, when a San Diego kid gets drafted,
I mean,
you celebrate that.
Yeah, 100%. So, I mean, you have Matt Ariza going to the Bills, who are actually going to be a very formidable place.
We reached out to see if he replies.
Hopefully, we could get Matt Ariza to talk about Matt Ariza stuff on the podcast. That'd be dope.
For Pat McAfee.
Before Pat McAfee inevitably gets him, because he actually does like Matt Ariza a lot. So this NFL draft went down. Like you said, some trades happened. More importantly, the Eagles. The Eagles are the true winners of this draft, I believe, because ultimately they ended up changing and transforming through alchemy, through the alchemy of the dark arts that Harry Roseman possesses. A very good outcome for Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz leaves and gets traded over to Indianapolis. Indianapolis gives us a couple of picks. We kind of maneuver and voodoo those picks into eventually getting ourselves Devontae Smith last year, and now this year we traded for A.J. Brown. So the
A.J. Brown's a top 5 wide receiver right
absolutely.
Now. You think he is?
A.J. Brown trading to the Eagles in exchange for the 18th overall pick and another 3rd round pick.
The fact that you guys just traded a 1st rounder and a 3rd rounder, and the Dolphins traded away like half the picks for the next century for Tyreek Hill, that is very wild.
That's crazy. So I mean, the weapons are there for the boy. If Jalen Hurts is really the guy that Nick Sirianni thinks he is.
So what if he's not?
Surrounding him?
Then now you got to get a better quarterback.
But even then, if you don't, right?
He had a good season last year.
You have Sanders, a good running back with Sanders. You have A.J. Brown there.
You still got
have
Minshew as a backup,
Devontae
right?
Smith. Sure, you have Minshew as a back of. Actually, no. I think he's actually se le va a acabar.
He can go somewhere else.
But what I'm saying is, you still got Sanders in the backfield. Like, the weapons are there, right? Like, you just need Jalen Hurts to do the very bare minimum of quarterbacking, attempting, and you'll probably get a good positive yardage out of it. So that's going to be good. We also
I think one of the teams that a lot of people thought won the draft was the Jets.
The Jets.
They drafted very, very good.
Well, yeah, when you have all the draft picks, like,
Exactly. So
it's like the Browns, right? Like when you own like a third of the board, like your
they have
drafts
2
are
or
going to be
3
good.
first rounders, right?
Yeah,
That's
100%.
wild.
But it's gonna be good for the NFC East. I think the Eagles are gonna go ahead and have a really good chance, especially after the Washington Commies lose twice, especially with Carson Wentz now at the helm for that. And then the Cowboys are the Cowboys, and the Cowboys haven't changed in 3 years, and they've been saying the same things for ever. And I don't know.
The Chiefs signed a pretty good wide receiver, Sky Moore, in the second round as well, who kind of fills in that Tyreek Hill position, and we'll see what the rookie has to offer. But the Chiefs drafted very well as well, and we'll see what the NFL is going to look. It's going to be very, very different this year. A lot of offseason moves, Tony.
Yes, I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, if you want to talk about rosters, complete rosters, the Colts have a really good roster now. Matt Ryan, Matty Ice being the quarterback of that team. If you want to take a look at what's going to happen over in Buffalo, the Buffalo Bills are still
Von Miller,
with
a
a crazy
10-year
team.
deal.
10-year deal. What the fuck is that about?
I don't know.
So yeah, and then again, Matt Ariza, as he dubs himself the 4th down quarterback for the Buffalo Bills.
And the Browns now
which is
look.
actually not bad. That's actually true.
I don't know what to expect out of the Browns, right? With Amari Cooper and Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson, who still
Who's
might be
still
suspended,
yes.
But that's why you don't give away as the Baker Mayfield, because if you had the choice of having a backup for whatever reason, then I'd say, yeah, let's go ahead and get ourselves Baker Mayfield as a backup. But you have him in house, so that's fine. Another interesting quarterbacking move is Malik Wilson getting taken the 3rd round, 22nd pick over to Tennessee.
Which a lot of people were very surprised.
Yeah, surprised, but are you really? Tannehill has shown you exactly where he's going to get you, and you're not going to get farther with Tannehill.
Now it's like the Titans are kind of doing what the Packers are doing and drafting a quarterback when you have a very good quarterback already. But who's he going to throw the ball to? You don't have have A.J. Brown anymore. You don't have, what's his name, Julio Jones.
Julio should go to the Colts, reunite with Matty Ice. But another good quarterbacking move is Kenny Pickett, the rookie, staying in Pittsburgh. They actually train in the same area as the Pittsburgh Steelers, so they knew this kid in and out. So that's going to be fun.
He was very happy making that phone call.
100%. But it's a good round for most teams. The Green Bay Packers still don't get an offensive weapon for. They still don't get to.
Green Bay is just a complete shit show, man.
It is, but somehow Aaron
Rodgers is still gonna make them relevant.
This is gonna be great. This is the reaction of Matt Ariza getting drafted like the punt god.
There's videos of his combine, and everyone's just so impressed by this guy.
Buffalo Bills select Matt
Oh no,
Ariza,
Champions League theme song.
San Diego State, go Bills!
Let me tell you something, Buffalo Bills fans. You should be very, very happy, because guess what happens in the instance that more often than not won't happen, that Josh Allen and the offense stalls from inside your own 20, and what happens when you're playing a field position battle. This guy will just flip the field and put the ball inside
like
the other
80-yard punts, right?
It's 80-yard punts.
Leg. Matt Ariza is downright dynamite, and he can also field goal kick for you as well.
So he's a backup kicker, essentially.
I would love to see this guy again in a big-time playoff game. Just take it over, which I think he can do.
This is just gushing over a punter. Like
when do you ever hear a punter getting drafted?
Pat McAfee.
Oh yeah, but it doesn't happen often.
Yeah, exactly.
So essentially, you draft him, you have probably an all-star punter, and then you still have a backup kicker.
Hollywood Brown going over to the Cardinals, which isn't really going to do much in your division against the Lions. The Lions are eventually going to win that.
Who is Lamar Jackson going to throw the ball to now?
I don't know. He's just going to run the ball. Anyways,
that's why he runs the ball.
DeAndre Hopkins getting suspended on getting popped for PEDs too today. So that's something else that is going to affect that division a little bit. So that's going to be interesting. But I'm very excited. The 2 balls in a fantasy league will be making a comeback.
Which team was it? I think it was the Giants. Did you see that video? There was a kid from Make-A-Wish Foundation that his wish was to be able to do the first round draft pick for the Giants. He's a big Giants fan, and the Giants let him do that. And the Giants ended up signing, what was his name? Was it Thibodeau?
Thibodeau?
Yeah. And the reaction, the video was just amazing because he gets it done. Like, the player was hyped. Obviously, players are hyped when they get drafted, but the way he was just hyped with the kid that got to make the pick, it was just amazing.
Oh.
It's little. I like this new format of the draft where, I mean, Dr. Disrespect got to make a pick.
I saw that. Dr. Disrespect.
Like, what? Like, are you kidding me? I mean,
Jason
it's better than you seeing the commissioner making all the picks.
Didn't think about it till right now, but Buffalo weather is an interesting one from him. I mean, yeah, if anybody has the leg for it, then it's gonna be him, right? Like,
I really wanted the Rams to draft him. We need a punter. We need a
a
punter. Man,
nuke on the juice. Yeah, that's kind of it's unfortunate, right? Like, you see it and like it just puts a tarnish on the legacy a little bit. Like when Antonio Gates got popped for PEDs, I was like, God damn it, dude! Like, fuck. Like, that's like, sure, you're still gonna have you had a Hall of Fame career, but damn it, like, don't get caught like Tony Gonzalez. That's why he's the greatest.
Don't get caught.
Don't get caught. Straight up, bro. Figure your shit out. But
yeah, but at least for those 6 games, you now have Hollywood Brown to throw the ball to.
Absolutely. But Jason, you got to make the two balls in a Mike league definitely this next year.
Yeah, we're gonna change it up. We're gonna add a bunch of new different people. Some returners, a bunch of new people. I think we still rock with one team.
I think we do. And I think you
We
guys
gotta
know
try.
we
gotta
pay
try.
our bets. Somebody got a real life jersey.
We won the
out of
first one.
us.
The second one, we lost very badly. We gotta win again.
We have to. I mean,
have to.
we've done it for 2 years. We've historically, won once. So that's a 500 batting average. And if we're talking baseball, that's Hall of Fame.
Which we're not. Why do you hate baseball so much?
I don't
now?
hate baseball.
But why is it hard to love it right now?
Because they're just so stupid. They're so dumb. Like, they're doing everything.
I have noticed. I mean, it pops up on my feed on TikTok. So many people complaining. The umpires are just garbage right now.
They've been garbage. They've always been garbage, and they've been absolute trash. But
even more than before.
More than regular, and it seems like they're doing it on purpose. Like historically, Angel Hernandez is the dude. Like,
do you think it has to do with the whole players wanting to get paid and more?
No, it's just terrible. Angel Hernandez is a dude that was an umpire, and the fact that I know his name along with like Joe West, he retired. That's never good. And Angel Hernandez actually sued MLB and told them, you were discriminating against me for being Latino and not putting me in the World Series to do this and this and this. And then the MLB came back and was like, actually, it's just a court documented them saying the reason why Mr. Hernandez was not part of the World Series is because he was not good at his job, essentially. Like that's why. So yeah, like if the MLB is telling you under oath in court that you suck at your job, like, what are you even doing? I've always had the thing with umpires is like, you can have umpires there just for the visual of it, just like just calling people out. But like balls and strikes, just have it be a robot, have it be like a little wristband.
The technology
that tells you if it vibrates, it's a strike. If it doesn't vibrate, it's a ball. Like, but it's all robo thing, and then you still do the little movements. If whatever.
If there's goal line technology to see if the ball crosses the line in soccer, there should be strike zone technology or something. I'm a patent that name so MLB can use it.
What's up, Bafmir? It is 1:30 a.m. in Chicago and Illinois. So shout out to
Jason. Said, I saw our fantasy 3 years ago. Best decision. You're coming back.
You're coming back,
year.
Jason.
Jason,
come back. Come on.
Just our league. Just our league.
Come on.
It's a fun league.
Come on. There's some people from Loyal in it. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, it's a fun time. Please do. If you win, you can get yourself a
nice AJ Brown jersey.
An official $99 or the closest jersey on NFL.com of your choice.
And we do pick'ems during NFL season, and the loser has to buy the jersey, which Tony's gonna get to buy again.
It's fine. I will not do that. But yeah, so that's what we had. It was a little looky-loo ahead into the NFL season coming up. And yeah, we'll talk about it a little bit more. But it's been a long week. We're going to have really cool days. And
We're doing
stuff
something
coming
very
out.
cool tomorrow.
We're going to see Austin Guerrero tomorrow and help promote his goalkeeping academy at the hangar. He'll maybe do a little bit of a soccer challenge. We don't know. We'll figure it out. So if you guys see a video later on this week, then there you go. You got the first look ahead into that. We want to go ahead and thank a couple people. We want to go ahead and thank PB European Imports, our boys that own and operate that venue that support us in this venture with San Diego Internacional, the UPSL team. So
Yes,
check
sir.
that out if you need some repair done to your
Their last
vehicle.
home game is May 14th as
May
well.
14th
so
is the last
go
home game.
there before you go to Loyal.
Absolutely. I also want to shout out Calafino Tequila. Make sure that you guys follow, share, subscribe, do everything to get the Cinco de Mayo bottle and Cinco de Mayo mix kit, where you can go ahead and make your own little saloon box drinks available at your disposal. So shout out Calafino Tequila. If you want to get yourself some Calafino Tequila, make sure to use the promo code 2balls20. That's 2BALLS20 for a 20% off your order of Calafino Tequila. Calafino. And other than that, I think we're just going to directly end it from here. Thank you guys for joining us, for listening. You guys are the best around. No one's going to ever touch you down there.
Oh, laters, guys. Thank you for watching. It's very late. I want to go to sleep. Laters.